Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
Welcome to Live and Let Dice. This is the official Collecting Weekly Dungeons and Dragons mini show, mini stream. We're joined here by some wonderful folks. We have Devin, Deanie, and our DM, Cody. Please introduce yourselves, you guys.
Go ahead, Devin.
Welcome, wearied travelers. I'm Devin, and I will be playing Meloch the Magnificent.
I am Cody Jahay, and I will be your dungeon master for the foreseeable future, hopefully.
And I'm Deanie. I'm going to be playing a character named Stolas.
I love it.
Dean, tell us about your character.
Yeah, Burn Dawnbringer. He's a Goliath, so he's huge, but he's also kind of a softie.
It's beautiful. My character's name is Zanvin, as we're being interrupted by the loudest train of all time.
Yeah, what was that?
Sorry, that was probably me.
No, it's okay. Your ringtone? My character's name is Zanvin Fletcher. He is a human rogue. And on this episode 0, we're going to be doing some character creation. This is probably going to be a little bit of a more of a pen and paper episode than anything. I think our group has a pretty good combination of people that are very experienced in Dungeons and Dragons, people that have played it in the past, and people that are new to the game. So I think if you're a newer player, this show should give you a little bit of everything. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Cody, please take it over.
All right, guys. So we are starting from scratch, ground zero. We had talked a little bit before. If you have not rolled your dice for making your stats, go ahead. And just, do that. You got your 4d6, and you're going to roll each of them individually and cross out the lowest stat, and then you'll add the last 3 together, and you'll do that 6 times.
Okay, we rolled a d6 for our stats?
Correct. D6.
Okay.
4d6.
4 times. Yep, or 4d6 if you have them, and you will drop the lowest number.
This would be a great place
And
for a
that's on
montage.
strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll assign those. First, we got to roll, and then we got to assign them.
So on the dice roller, the modifier is how many times?
I got the dice roller pulled up here. Let's take a look. I think if you're probably...
Like if I want to roll 4 times, I'll just do it 4 times.
Yeah, you go over to the left, it'll say number by the dice, type in 4, and it will give you a total, and then it will give you 4 of the numbers.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
I got 11 for my first roll, and then the second one I rolled really good. I got 12, 17, and then I eliminated 2.
Nice.
And then third roll here. Okay, I had this great idea to make this dice roller box, and it's awful. I didn't really...
I put the lowest number?
No, Dean.
You dropped the lowest number.
You add the 3 highest numbers, and then you drop the lowest.
Okay, cool.
Okay, this next roll was a 9, so not very good. Kind of a scrub on that one. Okay. That one was not bad. Yeah, I know. We're starting off, we're very weak characters right now.
Yes.
This one was 11 plus 3, 14. That's not too bad. You're doing it 6 times, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, that was bad too. Oh no, actually I had 6, 9, 10. Okay, that was average. Okay, come on. This one is...
Devin, what was your total? Your stat total?
I don't know. I texted it to you yesterday. It was in the 80s.
Okay, let's take a look.
So if you roll over 9, then it's not terrible. But
yes.
Okay,
yeah,
I have
over 50%.
I have, you said 6 total rolls, right?
Correct.
Okay, I have my numbers here.
All right, so go ahead and add all those together and give me your total number, but don't erase them, if that makes sense. What I am doing as a DM, sometimes they will do balancing depending on how people roll.
Uh-huh.
So Devin got I think it was 86 if I remember right.
So add all the results of okay, so let me see. I gotta do the sum.
Oh shit.
You know when you start an RPG and you just have this fat number that you can click into.
What was Devin's stats average or total?
Devin's stat total was 87.
Okay, mine was 77.
Okay.
So a little weaker.
Well,
I had
all
I had 2
average
good
them?
rolls though.
So it's the the D6,
Mhm.
you roll 4 of them 6
Mhm.
times?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes, essentially. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. I would roll it. Danny Lee. Oh, what's up, Danny Lee? Welcome. What was I saying? Sorry. I would roll as 4d6 in like a column, and you'll do it 6 times, so you can add them across, and you'll drop the lowest number.
Yeah, so Deanie, if you have 4 dice, just roll them all at once and then drop the lowest number and then add the remaining 3.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, so real quick in the chat, we have Danny Lee saying, "What's up, guys?" Caesar M saying hello from Houston, and Neil Bernard saying hello. How are all of you? Neil, it's good to see you in the
Hey,
chat.
Neil! Holy
Neil.
shit!
Sweet angel.
Neil lives in
He lives
Ireland.
overseas, right?
Yeah, where they filmed Game of Thrones.
Nice. That's awesome.
What the hell is it called?
I have no idea.
Belfast.
Dean, what was your? Did you have all your rolls?
Yes.
What was your total?
72.
Not bad. I mean,
My charisma was fucking awesome. The other ones are like okay.
No, Dean. So we take those 6 numbers that we did, and we choose which goes into which spot.
Yes.
Oh, really? I just went down.
Otherwise, so that we can maximize your best.
Yes.
assets.
I wanted
Every
to
class
know.
is gonna have a dump stat.
Well,
I just wanted to know everyone's total so I could average them to see if, like, our lower end players need maybe 1 or 2 points bonus.
I mean, you can
Okay.
give me like 10 more points. I wouldn't complain.
Full 100.
Yeah,
well.
it's sounding like I'll be taking some stat points off.
No, I'm not going to nerf you, Devin. Not for being.
You
this high
absolutely
roll.
can.
I could.
Meloch the Magnificent doesn't deserve to
I
be.
don't need constitution or strength. Just so long as I can walk.
Okay.
I'm happy. And I weigh about 40 pounds.
No, because
so-
I could carry you, can I?
Yeah.
I don't even need that.
He is very small. He can move through anything.
Yeah, because I'm like 11 feet tall.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you big boy.
I'm 2.5.
Okay, well I'm gonna switch my charisma because I just went down.
Well, hang on, Dean. I think he's gonna do some math here to see if he needs to average out our stats before we put them into the different.
Oh, okay,
Deanie-
okay.
Deanie, what did you get?
Okay, I got 3 here. I got 14, 11, 15, 12, and 9.
We need 2 more.
1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
1 more.
Okay, 1 more. Okay.
Oh, I literally cannot count. Jesus.
Hello, Mario.
What's up, Mario?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, so right now, if you're just tuning in, we are rolling stats. Like I said, this is going to be a very pen and paper episode, and hopefully we can finish creating characters soon, and then that way we can maybe begin some of our adventure today and
Oh, yes.
see how it
Okay.
goes. I'm excited. I'm down to stay up late. I mean, this is amazing.
Deanie, what was your last number?
Last number was a 13.
So she's at 74.
Nice. It's pretty good. It seems like 75 is the average.
Yeah. So those of you who are below 75, go ahead and add up to 75, and we'll take that as our average.
Sweet. If I'm at 77, do I have to drop 2?
No, you do not.
Hell yeah.
You want me to drop some?
I
I
was at 76, wasn't I?
Like take off 5?
Nah, you should be our most powerful character. You have the best gaming
All I
voice.
need is dexterity and charisma.
We shall let the dice decide.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Danny Lee says y'all should slay something tonight. I'm down. I'm down to slay a dragon. Like the biggest dragon in all the land. I'm slaying it episode 1. Episode 0.
Take off 5.
Holy shit.
I was at 72. God damn. Let me do that again. Was that?
All right. So we're all at 75. Devin's at 82.
Yeah, I'm at 75.
Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do, I know we have all kind of talked during the week a little bit about what we want our races to be and where that's going. Go ahead and pick your race. So what this is going to do is it's going to add your racial bonuses. So each class gets a few different things as we're building it. Like with you, Dean,
Yeah.
for Goliath, you will add a +2 to strength and a +1 to constitution. So whatever stats you put in whatever numbers for those stats you put in the block, you will add those associated numbers to. Does that make sense?
Okay. And you say Constitution?
+1 to Constitution, +2 to Strength.
Oh, +1. Okay. Okay, and I could put my numbers wherever I want them.
Correct.
You just
Okay.
add the 2 to that either one of those stats.
Okay.
Yes. Your maximum stat right now is 20, so you can't go above that number.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now with my strength.
Zach,
Yeah.
Yo.
for variant human,
Yes.
you have the ability to add +1 to 2 different stats.
Okay. So as a rogue, I should specialize in dexterity and charisma, right? Since I'm going to be a...
Yeah, if you're a talker, you're going to want charisma.
Okay, cool. So let me clear out these stats from the spreadsheet here.
What's the difference between intelligence and wisdom?
Intelligence is your book smart, and wisdom is the perception of the world around you.
Okay.
So I have 17 and
then-
16. Should I put my 17 in dexterity and 16 in charisma, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, I just want to make sure. So that one is good. That one is good. 14. I have 14. So that one should go probably. Let's see.
Are you planning on getting hit?
Hell no, dude. I ain't getting. I'm gonna get in a no fight.
His Constitution might not be too bad, unless you're planning on throwing a couple of spells out.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do magic.
No magic.
No magic here, my friend. Okay, I need to look up what each of these means again.
Tell me, what do you think about? Because I can help you out.
Well, I know what strength is. I know wisdom. I think I know what that is.
So you're going to want a decent wisdom because it's going to be your perception. And
Okay.
as the rogue, if you're skulking, you're going to want to know what's around you.
Probably put my 14 into wisdom.
I would do that or con with Constitution, depending on how much you're going to get hit, right? So Constitution will give you a bonus. So each of these numbers that we have plugged in has another number associated with it called a modifier that you will either add or subtract to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get there here in just a little bit.
Okay, since I had +2 strength and +1 Constitution, I should end up with 78.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Just making sure.
Yes,
I
sir.
just added up all my numbers. I was like, I hope I did this right.
Oh no, you're totally fine. That was just to average people out who were lower. Some DMs do it, some DMs don't. I like to at least have people.
So
somewhat close.
9 is my strength. I think I'm going to put that into strength 9.
Yes, strength is definitely your dump stat.
Okay. Yep. Don't plan to be doing much with that.
Deanie, how are you doing? What race did you pick? Do you know?
Yeah, I I wasn't really sure where to go with this because it wasn't in the player manual, but
Okay.
I wanted to play like an owl humanoid.
Oh, okay. So that would be an Aarakocra. And I will Google that super quick.
An Aarakocra. Jesus.
Yes.
I can't even spell that word.
Hatchback. I'll put it in chat for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Damn. Okay. So charisma is confidence, eloquence, and leadership. I feel like. Okay.
So do you have the skills sheet pulled up? Do you have the skills sheet printed out where it says like deception, acrobatics, and stuff like that?
Yes. So I have it on my iPad.
Because that's going to tell you what stats are going to directly affect what things you're going to be using in play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's start putting numbers down. Zach, so you seem the farthest along. Why don't you give me top to bottom stats?
Yeah. So I put strength as a 9.
Okay.
But I haven't done my variant human bonus, so let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
That's +1 and 2 stats.
Yes, 2 different stats.
Okay, so I could do. I should boost dexterity to 18 and intelligence to 17.
Why'd you take it into that high? Out of curiosity.
Oh,
He's
hang
spoken.
on.
Give him some time.
Yeah, hang on.
No worries.
Let's see.
Or did
Oh, I
you mean-
thought that was the one that you said I should put it in.
Nope. Wisdom.
Oh, so you can actually, if you want to, steal points from another stat and move it.
No. I just got them mixed up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was
So
like, what?
so as a rogue, my two most highest stats should be dexterity and wisdom.
Okay, gotcha.
Correct?
Yes and no. It depends how you want to play, right? So wisdom is going to be perception of the world around you when you're looking for things. If you're trying to see how people are looking at you while you're stealing something, sense motive, that kind of thing. Charisma would be, kind of up there as well as like your tie with wisdom, because that's how you talk to people or how you lie to people.
Uh-huh.
So it kind of depends how you would like to play.
That is an excellent question.
Cody,
Yes, sir.
when you gave me the +2 and +1, that was correcting my original number to get me to 75.
No, so 75, you may add, what was it? You had 3 different points
Uh-huh.
that you were missing?
Right.
Right. So with those ones, you can add them to any score to a maximum of 18.
Okay.
So I would suggest adding it to something that's
because
below
I ended
10.
up at 72.
Mhm.
And then when you said get to 75, I added 3, and then you came and added 3 again. So I'm
Yes.
gonna
So add those 3 to something I would say that's either lower than 10 or around the 10 point.
okay.
If you want, that just makes sure that you have no negatives, or you can add it to one of your higher scores to a maximum of 18.
Okay.
The other 3 points I gave you come from your race.
Oh, maximum of 18.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. I gotta. All right. I see what I did.
Dini, I actually linked you the Aarakocra under the races in private chat. If you want to pull that up, that'll help you. Same thing with you, Dean. I added Goliath.
Okay. Cool. Yay.
Devin, you want to give us a little rundown of or actually, let's hop back to Zach here. Are all your numbers good? You added all your numbers in?
I'm trying to this little okay, there we go. So I have 9 strength, 18 dexterity, 10 constitution, 14 intelligence, 17 wisdom, and 11 charisma.
Perfect. So there's a small slot on the player's hand sheet, unless you're using the Google Docs. Or
Yeah,
Google
I'm
Docs.
using the docs.
Okay, so it form filed everything for you for your modifiers.
The acrobatics and animal handling, stuff like that.
Yeah, but it should also be under your stat. Let me pull up the Google sheet here.
What am I looking at here? The saving throws?
Give me 1 sec.
Sounds good. Dude, my dude is jacked in dexterity.
Okay, so
Should be.
on the left-hand side, your ability scores, you have a white column and a green column.
Uh-huh.
The numbers in the green column will say like +1 or +3.
Yeah. So my strength is -1, my dexterity is +4, my constitution is 0, my intelligence is +2, my wisdom is +3, and my charisma is +0.
Perfect.
Here, and actually what I'll do is I'll share the screen so that way people can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, because I'm confused now.
No worries. We'll get there.
Okay, so what I'm doing right now, what Cody's mentioning is this form, which we can put a link in the description if you want to play Dungeons and Dragons. I put my stats here, and it automatically generates this little number here, and then fills in these numbers down here. And these
Ooh.
numbers down here, so for example, dexterity is using my +4 bonus. It automatically applies a +4 there, and there, which also use my dexterity. And then wisdom, which is +3, gets +3. So these categories are just filled out based on this stuff here. And my strength being a pretty bad at 9, which is below average, gives me the -1 to the athletics score.
Correct. So we will move on with you in just a sec. Let me hop back over to Dean here. Dean, did you get all your numbers associated?
No, where do I get those?
Okay, so what you're going to do is the 6 numbers you have now,
Okay.
you're going to start plugging them into stats. So for Paladin, let me flip in my book to Paladin. As a Paladin, your main stat is going to be Wisdom and Charisma. You use Charisma for spell casting. Wisdom is kind of more that awareness. If it were me building it, and this is just a suggestion, I would put it into Strength because that's your attack power.
Right.
So I would say make sure that you have a decently high charisma, maybe that second or first highest number I would put there, or put it into strength, depending on, because that's when you swing your sword, you're going to add your strength number to it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll put charisma down here. And then this one I'll change to.
Should I also, since I'm a variant human, should I also choose my proficiency skill
Yes.
right now?
So under, go ahead.
I guess if you can see my screen, I guess I should probably do it in sleight of hand or stealth.
I want to say you get a racial skill too. So
Because variant human says, let's see, instead of giving all my traits +1, I get 2 different ability scores +1, skills you gain proficiency in 1 skill of your choice, and then you gain 1 feat of your choice.
correct. So what I'll have you do is look at skills that you want to add outside of your class. So if you hop over to the Rogue tab, you are automatically going to get to learn.
You mean the rogue part of the book?
Yes, sorry, I said tab. I didn't mean to.
I was like, oh my god, there's tabs in the spreadsheet.
No.
Okay, so the rogue tab, my skills are naturally. Let's see.
Cleric.
My skills are choose 4 from acrobatics, athletics, deception, insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth.
Yes. So pick your first 4 there.
Okay.
Since you're naturally with them, and then pick 1
additional
of any of the skills that you would like.
So I think I'm gonna go sleight of hand, stealth. And then could you maybe help me pick another?
Sure.
3?
I would go either perception or investigation. Perception, we roll a lot when I'm like, hey, roll me a perception check. This is you just looking around. Investigation is active looking, so you're sure.
Oh, yes. I remember that. Yeah. Is intimidation good, or is that not?
Yeah, that's not a bad one. You could go the intimidation or persuasion route. It's just that comes up on how you're talking to people. So you have a knife to someone's throat, intimidation. You want to try and bribe someone, maybe persuasion.
Well, I guess I could do intimidation, perception, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth. Since I get 5 skills, I think I'm gonna do that.
That's what I would do.
Okay, cool. And then
you're going to want to look at backgrounds too, because they are also going to associate skills with that.
Okay, so then the background that I chose, let me pull that up as well. So these are on the different rule books. So there's a player's handbook and then a rule book. I'm getting a lot of these from both books. So
let me hop over to Dean super quick, Zach, while you're talking that up. Dean, how are you doing, bud?
Just about as good as I was last time. I don't know.
Okay. So let's take a look here. What's your highest score that you have out of this?
Strength.
Oh, so you got everything plugged in, yes?
Yeah, I just don't have. Or can you move this, Zach? Because he can't see my screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me.
Or maybe I don't know.
Hang on. Let me do this real quick.
Okay. I just don't have any of these.
Yes. So we'll get there. Let me.
Oh, okay. It looks like a mess, but I know what it is.
So with strength, you have 17. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see the little box under strength, so it'll say strength, and then there's like a little circle underneath.
Yes.
I have some modifiers to give you, which will help your skill set.
Okay. Perfect.
So let's do that. Go ahead. Let's see. 17 was your first one.
Yes.
So in that little circle, you're going to write +3.
Okay.
What's your dexterity score?
11.
11. So you're going to add +0.
Okay.
Constitution?
13.
13 +1.
All right.
Intelligence?
9.
9, so -1. Wisdom?
11.
Okay, so +0.
Okay.
And charisma?
It's a 14.
14, so +2.
All right, cool.
And then if you look at the skills tab, which we'll get to, each of them has a word next to it, say acrobatics, dex,
Right.
handling, wisdom. The modifiers I just gave you when you start choosing skills are what you'll add to that tab.
Okay. So
You
if
guys-
dexterity is +0 on acrobatics, I put +0.
Not quite yet. So you're going to have to choose what skills you would like to take according to the paladin class.
Okay.
And then I have another number to give you super quick since you guys are level 1. To the right of strength, it says proficiency bonus. You're going to add +2.
I don't see that. Where was that?
So strength box, top left.
Yeah.
To the right, directly to that, there's a little circle, and it says proficiency bonus.
I don't
Yeah, it's a
see
little
that.
circle. It's literally the
what-
circle next to the gray box.
You might have a different sheet. Can you hold it up for me one more time, Dean?
Oh, yeah.
See around that circle, it says prof on it.
It says
next-
proficiency bonus. It's like armor class and proficiency bonus.
Proficiency. Okay, so it's to the right of your armor class on this sheet. It says proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got it.
You'll write +2 in there.
All right.
And then we'll go over to saving throws. And what you'll do is your saving throws when you're ready. Sorry, I don't want to push you forward.
I'm ready. I see it.
Okay, so you are proficient with Paladin. Wisdom and Charisma are your saving throws.
Okay.
So you'll darken those little boxes. You'll add +2 to those 2 stats, and then you'll fill in the rest. So your Charisma, which I believe is 14, is now a 16.
Okay.
Which will make it +3.
Real quick, Cody. On my screen, I was filling in these little dots down here for proficiency, and it filled in dots over here in the saving throws.
Yes.
Why did it do that?
So your saving throws as a rogue should be dexterity and intelligence.
Oh man, this thing is smart. God damn.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Could you actually link that to me in the,
Yes.
Yeah.
in the chat?
Oh
'Cause,
yeah, I'll do
I
that.
think this would be easier if it's.
Yeah, because you were like it auto-populated. I was like, "Fuck, I don't want that."
And then I also have one question, Cody. So looking
ahead.
at the rogue skills, so I choose 4 from that long list,
Mhm.
but the charlatan automatically has deception and sleight of hand. So should I pick 2 new ones?
Yes, you'll pick 2 new ones out of the pool from rogue, and
Okay.
then you still have that free one from
Okay.
human.
Okay, so I guess I'll do
Wait, it says I need permission. What does that mean?
So, Deanie,
on
what
the
I want
first
you to
on
do.
the first page. Here, like Deanie, let me show you. On the first page, because that tripped me up yesterday. Click this little green button here. It says "Get a copy here," and then it'll add it to your drive, and then you can edit it. Yeah, I missed that last night. Okay, so I guess if I want to add 2 stats,
It won't
I
even
want-
let me get to that sheet. It says I need permission.
Yes. So what you'll do, I think Dean just explained this. On the first tab, it says get a copy. Click that one.
No, like I'm on a Google Sheets form.
Yes. There
and
should
it's
be
saying
on
you
the,
don't have permission for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
it's-
says request access. You need
Oh,
permission.
yeah, request access. Maybe I can let you have.
here.
Or Cody, do you want to send the one that you have? 'Cause I don't want them to edit my character.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
By the way, guys, we have never played Dungeons and Dragons, so we're fumbling through this, but I promise it will get better.
Awesome. Okay.
I put linked it in Facebook. That's where it was. So if you guys go to the Facebook page that we were in,
The group chat.
yep. I will scroll up and find it here and post it, actually.
The book one?
No, it's under Google Docs. Oh man, we talk a lot.
Yeah, we do. The other day I put my phone down for like an hour. It's like 75 messages. I was like, what?
I've muted it a couple of times just when I was doing other things.
How dare you?
Other things.
Well, I don't want
Oh,
my podcast interrupted with bing, bing, bing when I'm trying to go for a jog or mow the lawn.
I'm just messing with you.
You're right. D&D is life. There are no other things.
Doesn't sound like something your character would say.
Okay, here it is. So I will post to StreamYard here. When you go to Google Sheets D&D character sheet
mhm.
is what I want you to type in, and it should be the second link that says template 5e D&D character sheet, and it'll bring you to the one that Zach has here.
Yeah, it's dope.
So Zach, let's see how you're doing. Go ahead and scroll down for me, bud.
Oh yeah, so while you guys are doing that, I picked my 7 traits. So I get 4 from being a rogue, then 2 from the charlatan, and then 1 for being a variant human. So I have 7. So I put it into insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth.
Nice.
And then
So go ahead and go down to it says your proficiency bonus right there.
+2.
Yes, and then passive perception is the one we use the most. So that'll be your So when I ask like, "Hey, what's your passive?" That's what I'm talking about, and you'll be like, "Oh,
Okay.
it's 50."
Okay, that's fine.
So you can actually start moving on to level 1 rogue, actually building your character if you want, and I can walk you through that if you need help.
Yes. What does that mean?
So go over to the rogue page in the player's handbook,
Okay.
and we're going to start typing or copy and pasting if you want to.
Okay. So my hit point is 1d8 per rogue level.
Oh, actually, wait, hold on one second. Let's make sure you're done with human. Do you have your speed in there?
I
think it's up.
Speed. I don't know if I have that yet. Actually, I don't even know where that's at.
Oh, it says move is what it says.
Okay, where's that at?
Under XP.
Oh, move. Yeah, I have 30. I have 30.
Okay, that's right, because you're human.
Mm-hmm.
Alignment, age. You need to pick a feat.
So the feat that I'm gonna choose is going to be. You said you play mobile a bit different than other dungeon masters. What do you mean by that?
No, not mobile. That's alert. Alert is a feat that basically allows it so you can't be surprise attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And when there is a surprise attack, there's a surprise round, meaning that usually the bad guys get to go first because they got the jump on you. So those people get an entire turn before we actually start the initiative turn.
Okay.
So what I do with those is I actually have you roll twice. I will have you roll into the surprise initiative and to regular initiative. So if you roll really high into initiative, so you roll like 21, and then you roll into surprise round, we'll go through the whole first surprise round. All my bad guys will get to go, and you'll get to go, depending where you're placed in there. And then when the round actually starts, you would be at the top of the initiative, and then you would go again.
So is that a nerf or is that?
It's a good thing. So normally, with the surprise round, you don't get to go because someone has gotten the jump on you, and vice versa. Sometimes the players sneak up, and you get a surprise round before everyone else gets to act.
Mm-hmm. So between those mobile and alert, what do you think is better?
Oh man. At level 1, I would take mobile personally, just because it gives you some benefits that'll be helpful because you don't have cunning action yet.
Okay, I'll put mobile.
You get some more movement. You don't have difficult terrain, I think. And
yep. So I'll read what that does and I'll type it into my my thing right here. So mobile is you are exceptionally speedy and agile. You gain the following benefits: speed increases by 10 feet.
Mm-hmm. So your move would be 40.
And then speed moves by 10 feet. Oh gosh, this thing is awful. Okay, so Alt plus Enter. And then put the bulletin point. Wherever that is. Oh, I have to copy the bulletin. Okay, so bullet point. When you use the dash action. So wait, use the dash action. Difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement that turn.
It's like Control Enter, right? Or Alt Enter to tap down.
Yep. Extra movement that turn. Shit. Jesus Christ. This thing is awesome and awful at the same time.
Yes, there are a couple downfalls to the template.
Okay, copy paste. And then when you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit or not.
Correct.
So you make a melee attack against a creature. You don't provoke. Were you guys able to get that Google form to work?
No.
No, every time I click this Google template, it doesn't look anything like the one you have.
Is it, okay? So, Deanie, can you can you share your screen for me?
How do I do that?
On the bottom.
Okay, let's see.
It says share screen.
Let me remove my screen because it took me a bit to get it to work.
Okay, share. Okay.
So at the top where it says read all of this, scroll down for major updates, right?
Yeah.
There's a green button that says get a copy here.
Click that green button.
So I
Yep.
clicked that, and it brought me to this.
Would you like to make a copy of this template? Make a copy. And if you are signed into Google, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
it saves straight to your Google Sheet, and then you should have full access.
It just keeps bringing me to that thing.
Yes, so it'll bring you back to the
So
same
then you go
page.
to on the top. There's a tab, or on the bottom rather. Sorry, you see that
go ahead
green,
in front.
purple, and then red, and then yellow on the bottom. Those tabs.
I see. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Boom! There we go. Big reveal.
I am an idiot. Okay, got it.
No, you're
You
fine.
sweet,
See those down there.
sweet angel, you. Here, I'm gonna. Do you mind if I leave your screen up so people can watch you fill it in right now?
Yeah, sure. That's cool.
Just make sure. Pro tip: when you do the ability scores, you see how those letters are bold, or those numbers are bolded. Make sure there's 3 columns in that thing. Make sure you type into those columns, like type over those, because I was putting it to the left and it wasn't updating any of the scores. If that makes sense.
So you're saying to put them in here?
Let me look at your screen. Yeah, like when you put them in, just make sure you put them, like you type them over the existing ones.
I see.
Oh, you actually, they should auto-populate when you hit ability scores at the very top left.
For some reason, the second one wasn't updating for me. It kept saying like -9 or something, -5. But I just copied it and fixed it.
Weird. Okay. Yeah, normally when you do proficiency and you hit the dot, it should update after you've chosen your skills, which is what the dot means.
Okay.
However you guys want to do it, it's totally fine with me. Devin, you want to give us a rundown of Meloch? You haven't talked very much tonight.
Oh,
And
sorry
Devin,
about
please
that.
don't hate us because we're noobs. I'm so sorry.
I didn't mean to do that, guys. Sorry.
You're fine.
We entered the Matrix. Wait, Devin, do you hate us because we're noobs?
No, not at all. I've been taking pictures of action figures. I got my light box right next to me. So
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, Devin fucking hates us because we're noobs.
no, you guys are good.
Give us the rundown on Meloch the Magnificent.
All right.
Devin.
Well, Meloch the Magnificent I am a Lightfoot halfling bard, but with flavor text, I have built a Kender. And Kenders are well known for being curious little shitheads that eventually either get killed by an enemy because the DM can't stand them or because their own party can't stand them. But what's episode 1 without Jar Jar Binks? So that's what we've got. You want my stats?
Sure. Give us a whole rundown, Devin.
All right. So I've got a 7 in strength, a 10 in constitution, after modifiers, 16 in dex, and a 16 in charisma, a 12 in wisdom, and a 14 in intelligence.
Nice.
Meloch the Magnificent is a bard, and his background is that he was almost the chosen one. Almost. Just didn't quite make it.
He's also excellent on the banjo.
He's great. He's good on a banjo, better on a lute, and you might want to keep him away from all of your D&D missuses. He's pretty good at playing those too.
No. Dean, how are you doing down there?
Good. I guess I still can't access that sheet.
Want to share your screen? We can make it work for you.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Okay, so I changed my class here, and it didn't really change any of the stats, like all of the ability scores and the bonuses and.
I noticed that too, but
Click the. So let me see if I can talk this through you. When you go to skills, there will be that whole column with the name skills. To the right, it'll say prof. Click the drop down box and then hit the little circle and see if it changes anything when you do that.
Okay, let's see. Let me just change it on. Well, just for let's try this. Boom.
Did it change the number on the left?
Yeah, change the one on roll.
Perfect. So what you'll do now that you're up to skills, you're a warlock. Let's see. Actually, let's go back to Air Crocus super quick, just to make sure you had everything. You got all of your stats built in. You got your racial stats. Yes.
I think. Hold on. Let me find that again.
Yeah. No worries. Thanks, man.
Okay. So we got. Okay, there's some traits there. Ability score increase.
So you have a +2 to dex and a +1 to wisdom.
wait, Dean, make sure to go back to your
Inception.
Dex and
to the dock.
Okay.
Dude, this is all it gives me.
Did you do the thing that we told you? Go back.
I guess not.
Go back real quick. No.
Whoa.
Go to that. Yeah, go back there. Like go back to the dock where you could see it.
That's it. That's all I get.
Okay, go back.
To what?
Okay, on your search bar, type. I'll tell you what to type. Type Google Sheets.
Okay. Like right here.
Oh.
Yes, like delete the everything and just type Google Sheets. Type Google Sheets D&D character sheet. With spaces.
Okay, Google
Sheets D&D
Oh, D&D.
character sheet. Yep. And then hit enter.
Okay, there we go.
And then go to template, 5th D&D. That one right there. Click it. And then click that green thing. Get a copy here.
Okay.
See the cutout on the top. So click it.
Yep.
And then there's a link to the left.
Hit click that one. And it'll load. And then on the bottom, go
right
to the front. Click front. There you go.
Boom. And then you'll get to change a bunch of stuff up top.
Okay, Jesus, that was way too complicated.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that step. Okay, Dini. So racial stats, you got those ones plugged in as well?
Okay, so I added it was just +2 on dexterity and wisdom by 1.
Correct.
Everything else I just put zeros.
Yes. You are going to have a dual speed, so you'll have 1 for fly and 1 for walking, essentially. So on your template, it'll say move.
Where are you? Let's see.
So it'll be on the top under core information, all the way to the right. You'll see XP.
Okay, gotcha. Move.
Okay. I would type in the top part /fly. And then,
Oh, instead of in it or whatever
Yep.
that says. Okay.
like, oh no. Well, you could do that too. I don't know what that is. That's initiative, actually. I would
okay,
leave that
never
one
mind.
alone. In the
So-
black box that says move, type / and then the word fly.
Okay, move /fly. Okay.
And then your move speed will be 25/50.
Okay.
Ooh, do we hear a song coming on?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
How are you doing, Dean?
Okay, I'm doing pretty good. I have all my numbers punched in. Where do I put in like the paladin stuff?
So we'll get to that here in just a sec. Do you have all your racial stuff plugged in? There'll be some other stats or some other stuff you want to type in the boxes. Like, let me pull up Goliath here.
Is that under traits?
Yes. So you'll have like lifting category. So you're naturally skilled with athletics. So you'll go over to the template and you'll go down to athletics, which is the fourth one down. You'll click the drop down and press the little button, a little circle.
Okay.
And that should autofill.
Okay, proficient.
Yep.
0.5 and times 2 multiply.
Nope, just the little bullet point, the dot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just the dot. Okay.
Yep. Your walking speed is 30. Athletics, stone endurance. You'll want to copy and paste stone endurance.
Okay.
I would put it under race, background, and feats.
Okay.
And to make sure that you copy and paste it right, delete one of the lines and actually like Control P on the top where it says FX. So out of the PDF, it'll be on the very top under like print and all that stuff after you've highlighted the box.
Okay.
And then you'll know if you did it wrong because it'll come down in one whole column full of a bunch of different letters. Excuse me. I'll hop back up to Zach. Zach, how are you doing, bud?
Okay, so
Oh, sorry, man.
I'm trying to. So I got my feats down here for mobile, and I need to fill in my the charlatan stuff.
Okay, perfect.
And so which of these, what should I take from this? So I guess I don't need to take the description of charlatan, but I should do the favorite schemes, false identity, and then do the personality trait, ideal, bond, and then flaw in this little thing here in the race /background /feats.
Correct.
Okay.
No, actually, if you go to the back page.
Oh shit! There's a back page.
Yes. Okay. It'll have on the bottom under role playing. It'll have like traits, ideals, bonds, character bio.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
So then, where should I put the the false identity would be under role playing.
You could put it under role playing, under mixed notes, or you could put it under additional features, which you will put like your dice game or whatever con you're running.
Okay.
Did you do your languages by chance? Do you get a second language with being a charlatan? Does it say?
I don't think so.
Okay. So before we move past the front page, just make sure you have common on the left where it says proficiencies language on the bottom left.
Okay. Put what? Con man?
Common. COMON. And then you'll put your dice game in there, and then like if you have any skills like thieves tools or Shoot, what's the other one?
So I have
Forgery kit.
disguise kit and forgery kit.
Yeah, so you'll put those ones in there as well.
Okay, so let me do that right now.
It looks like my race has talons as a weapon. That's kind of neat.
Baller as fuck.
Yeah. So normally when you're doing melee damage, you just do 1 damage. But if you have a natural weapon like talons, you get to roll a d4 instead and add your dex or strength to it.
Nice.
Okay, so going back to race, background, and feats, what else from the background should I put in this box here on the front page? So I have my feet in here, and that's it for this one for now. And then class, what should I put in class? I guess charlatan is the class.
You'll put rogue as your class.
Oh, okay.
Charlatan's your
And then I'll put the rogue benefits.
Yeah, so you'll have your level 1 rogue benefits.
Which is expertise, sneak attack, and thieves can't.
So thieves can't will go under languages.
Okay. So beneath common.
Yes.
Okay.
Expertise is super cool. At first level, you can either choose to double one of your proficiencies that you're proficient with. So that would be the ×2 under the skills, or you can do it to 1 and take thieves tools.
Okay, so it says at the first level, choose 2 of your skill proficiencies or 1 of your skill proficiencies and your proficiency with thieves tools.
Yes.
Okay, so then by double, so I have the dot. Do I click ×2? Oh, duh. Okay. So which one would you recommend doubling? Because I have insight, intimidation, investigation, probably sleight of hand.
Either sleight of hand or stealth.
Ooh, I'll do.
Because at 6th level, you get to pick another, or you get to pick 4.
Okay, I'll do stealth, and then so I put thieves can't, and then in the class I'm gonna put rogue, and then I will do a new bubble, and I'll put expertise, which I've already done, and then sneak attack, which is once per turn. You can deal extra 1d6 damage to 1 creature you hit with an attack. You have advantage on the attack roll.
Correct.
The attack must use a finesse or a ranged weapon. And then Thieves Can't is just the language, so I'm not going to put that in there. So I put that somewhere else.
Okay. Look something for human here. Sorry, there's a lot of information to cram into these little sheets.
Yeah. So then for the back, you said to think of what to pick my personality traits, which would be.
Yes. Oh, one more thing. So under proficiencies, if you look at your rogue page on page 95, under class features, it'll say like hit points. Did you do hit points yet?
1d8 per rogue level. So let me go to the dice roller.
So what I'm actually doing is giving for the first 3 levels, you take max. So it'll be 8 plus your constitution modifier.
So 8 plus my constitution modifier is plus 0. So 8.
Yep. So 8.
Okay.
And then you will do hit dice. So hit dice is a mechanic that's kind of the same thing. It should have, you'll type in 1d8
per rogue level.
Yep.
Where do I put that at?
Under AC, there's a box that says hit dice.
Oh yeah, it says 1d8 plus 1 times 1.
Correct.
So I should do 1d8 instead of 1d8 plus 1.
Nope, you keep the plus 1. You get that no matter what.
Okay.
This is a mechanic. We'll get into resting and how all of that works.
Yeah.
But when you short rest, you can heal your natural wounds using hit dice, and then the next day you regain half of your hit dice back.
Okay.
And then on that same page, you'll go to proficiencies, and you'll want to plug those in somewhere for your armor and your weapons.
Okay, so where? Let me go back to my rogue thing. So proficiencies, armor is light armor.
Yep.
So where do I put that at?
I would put it. It's not super important yet, so I would put it maybe on the back page somewhere.
Oh well, there's a front thing. It says proficiency/language. I can put that in the front.
Okay. If you have room in there,
Yeah,
I would put that in
plenty
there.
of room. So my disguise kit, my forgery kits, and I have thieves. I have thieves tools. That is proficiency. Okay, so thieves tools, prof, and then you said to put what was in here again? Proficiency. Oh, okay. So light armor.
Yep.
Prof.
And then you'll fill in the weapons section too. I'm gonna hop over to Dean and then Deanie. Dean, how are you doing?
Yeah, I got you.
I think I'm doing pretty good.
How far are you, my man?
I put in some race background stuff.
Okay.
Languages I could speak, read, and write Common and Goliath.
Nice.
I'm acclimated to high altitude, including elevations above 20,000 feet, naturally adapted to cold.
Yes. So you don't take you're not resistant to cold damage, but when we are in cold climates, you won't have any negatives, unlike other characters who'll have to be bundled and take like an encumbrance to it.
Okay. I fixed my saving throws. They were different when I clicked on here.
Okay.
And I only had the one proficiency, right, in athletics?
So far, yes.
Okay.
Have you chosen did you get the stone endurance in there?
No, where do I put that?
I would put that under a defensive skills. So under
Okay, I see it. Special defenses?
Yes. I would put the D12 in there once per day. Basically what you could do is when I attack you, you roll a D12 and you take that number away from what my number would be. So if you rolled 10 and I'm dealing you 14 damage, you would only take 4 damage.
Okay. What's that under? Is that on the character sheet or the Goliath sheet?
Yeah, it'll be on the Goliath website that I sent you. It'll say Stone's Endurance. And feel free to abbreviate things.
Oh yeah, I put that off. I put that in
excuse me.
I put that under brace background and feats.
Oh, okay, that's fine too.
Okay.
Wherever you want to put it. It's just as long as you know it's there.
Yeah.
Where should I put the assassin stuff? Is that like just role playing?
Or
is that just no? That's at level 3. I get to pick a profession.
Correct.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
fucking sweet. That's Stone's Endurance.
Stone's Endurance is dope.
If if I roll high, but yeah, that's really cool.
I'm gonna start filling out my personality stuff.
And then class, would that be Paladin or
it would be Paladin.
Okay. Do I just put in Paladin or do I?
You can type in Paladin, yes. Did you put powerful build somewhere?
No.
So under Stone's Endurance on the Goliath page, you'll want to put powerful build somewhere. Basically what it does is that your creature size is medium, even though you're a big dude. But when you are carrying, lifting, pushing, or dragging something, you count as a large creature, meaning that you have advantage on moving things bigger than you, or you count as one category size larger.
Okay.
So that'll kind of come up in roleplay or puzzles or that kind of thing.
Oh, shoot. Okay. It says here Goliaths are between 7 and 8 feet tall. I thought it was 12.
Yeah, it depends what edition you read too.
Oh, okay.
Kind of how that comes out. Once you finish putting in all of your Goliath stuff, pick up background before you start filling in Paladin stuff. And then that'll give you some extra skills and some roleplay things and all of that. And then move on to Paladin, and I'll help you when you get there. How does that sound?
Okay. And I just get the traits from this thing?
From the page that you're on? Yes. Yep. So you'll want to put in powerful build. You have Mountain Born, Stone's Endurance, and
I put in all 3 of those, and then languages in the language.
Okay. So just make sure you have the powerful build on there. And then start looking at backgrounds and see what kind of background you want to have. Maybe like Knight is a good background to have, or Noble could work as well, depending on how you want to roll your Goliath.
Okay.
Folk Hero is another good one. So take a look at those and read through what it is, and then it'll have skill proficiencies on there. So like for Folk Hero, you'll get animal handling and survival. It'll give you tool proficiencies, which we can talk about in a little bit. And then...
Okay, and that stuff's in the player handbook?
Yes, so that'll start on page 127.
Okay, cool.
Deanie, how are you doing?
I think I'm doing all right. I mean, I'm trying to kind of pick up on what's being said with everyone else, but
I'm sorry, I kind of ignored you. I don't mean to.
no, you're good.
How far have you gotten?
Well, here's my sheet. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but
I'll feature it. I think we're making pretty good time. We're only an hour in, and we already got like pretty far on the character sheet.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good.
It's really not that unrealistic to spend an hour or so building characters.
Well, another thing too is you're new, so it's going to take longer to learn how to flip through the book and where things are at. But usually after you build your first or second character, it starts coming naturally. You know where to look, what you're reading for.
Especially if you build the same one every time.
Yeah. I can build a rogue in 5 minutes.
I could build a barbarian in 5. There's not much to them.
All right, Deanie. So do you have your race? You have your stats?
I inputted my stats here and the bonuses.
Okay.
But this here was already like this. I didn't notice if it changed at all.
It looks like it did because it would have been zeroed out after you move things. So it'll have all of your proficiency bonuses when they carry over. So you have plus. Can I zoom in more? I can't. It looks right to me from what I can see from here.
Okay.
Your proficiency skills have +2 to them, right? So
so dexterity and wisdom.
For Warlock?
Well, I got this information from this little D&D Beyond thing.
Oh.
It said down here ability score increase, dexterity increased by 2, wisdom by 1.
Oh, so those ones actually go to the left box in the white column. So you'll add +2 to dexterity.
Okay. So I mean 13. I see. I totally did that wrong then.
No worries.
Hey, is religion important?
It will be for you because you draw your holy power from a god. You are the conduit. You're the right-handed fist of the church, right?
Okay, because my religion is -1.
You'll get to take skills for that. Don't worry.
Okay, because the knight gets proficiencies in religion, so
yes. So if you take knight, you'll click that box with the dot in it and take your skills. Religion is a check. So if you are in a dungeon and you see a relic of something, I'll be like, hey, Dean, roll me a religion check. And you'll roll it and you'll say, oh, that's some obscure Sumerian god from the 3rd era. And I'll give you information about it. And you'll be like, oh, cool, don't touch that. It's cursed.
Okay,
and your
cool.
team will say, thank you, Dean. Thank you for saving us, Dean.
Awesome.
Can I get a heal, Dean? And you'll say, no, I do DPS.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'll choose knight then.
Plus, that gives you a little bit of station in the world, right? Under flavor, like the flavor text under knight, you're like pseudo nobility.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, man. You get to pull that card out and be like, hey, you're under arrest. You'd be like, hey, I'm a knight of the realm. And they'll say, hold on a minute. Let's go to the appeals process.
Nice.
I think I'm done for the most part. I put on my proficiencies and my race and background, and then my class, and then in the back I have the traits from the book, and then the bio and the notes, and I just don't have this stuff, the weapons and stuff.
Yes. So what you will do?
We'll do that.
Zach.
Okay.
You will go
because the charlatan has like the fine set of clothes, a disguise kit, tools, and the count of your choice.
You'll want to write that down.
Okay,
somewhere.
in this one, in this little bag here, or this thing here.
Let me pull up my template here so I can go along with you.
Probably under miscellaneous perceptions. Or I guess my clothing and outfit.
Yeah, so you'll go clothing and outfit, and you'll put it all out: belt pouch and or backpack, since you don't have a horse yet.
Okay, so how do I know how much the thing weighs?
Don't worry about it. We're kind of waving weight right now.
Okay, so
I'll
fine
carry it
clothes.
for you.
I'll do. Okay, so fine clothes, disguise kit, and then in my belt pouch I have tools of chance. Wait, tools of the con choice. In this case is dice, and then a pouch containing 15 gold coins or 15 GP gold pieces.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit! No, I gotta go over here and put the gold in this section. Gold is 15. Okay, and then for the weapons,
So
I-
you'll go from
back
page
to the knight or to the rogue page.
Yep. You'll
So
flip
the
from
rogue page
95 to
has
96.
yep. So I get a rapier or a short sword. What's a rapier?
Rapier is
It's like a
long,
fencing
skinny
sword almost.
Yep.
I have one.
I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
rapier.
Well, before you pick, not that I'm telling you how to build your character, I will give you a second page number to bookmark that you're going to flip back and forth on this page to do
What is
things.
that in?
Player's Handbook.
Okay.
I just got to find the right page for equipment. Okay, so you will flip between pages 145 through 149, 150. Excuse me. So 145 through 150 will have all of the armor, weapons, and adventuring gear that will be associated with your stuff.
Okay.
So you'll get to go through and choose between a rapier or a short sword. Rapier does more damage, but it's a one-handed weapon. You also are going to want weapons with the mark of variant on it, because those are the ones that let you sneak attack.
What's the mark of variant?
So when you get to page 149,
Okay, I'm here.
2/3 of the way down, it'll say rapier. It'll have a cost associated with it. It'll say 1d8 piercing, and then it'll say finesse.
Okay.
Weapons with finesse are what allow you to use your sneak attack.
Oh, okay. So definitely a rapier.
Mm-hmm.
So then the hit, it says to hit. It says this sheet says +4. Do I leave it like that? And then it's a number attack 1.
Yes. So to hit, yep, it'll be +4 because it's your dex plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So when you roll your d20, it'll come up with a number, and you add the +4 to it.
And then this damage, I should put 1d8 plus piercing, but on the formula it says 1d8 plus dex mod.
Correct.
Okay.
And then it type will be P, piercing.
Okay, and then it says range 100.
That's for, I think it was auto-populated with longbow.
Yep. So
range
5, I think is what
I usually put range 1 because it's like directly in front of you.
Okay, and then the notes,
put
I think
5
it says finesse.
Correct.
Okay, so then going back to the rogue stuff.
Yep.
Let me see. I think I get another weapon.
You get a short bow and a quiver of 20 arrows, or a short sword. Now, if you take the short sword, you can use it in your offhand, and you'll get to use a second attack, which will be your bonus action.
Oh yeah, baby. Okay, so going back to weapons, short sword.
1d6 finesse light.
Oh, so to hit it's +4 again?
Yep.
Attack 1, and then you said 1d6 plus what?
Technically it's plus your dex, but if you're using it on a bonus action, you don't get to add your dexterity modifier with your second hit.
So it's just 1d6?
Yeah, but you can put in there, leave it at that if that makes more sense to you.
Okay, and then the short sword is type of damage.
Also piercing.
Okay, P. And then this is finesse and light.
Yep. So since you don't have the dual wielder feat, you can only dual wield weapons that have the light capability in your offhand.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so then going back to the rogue, see what else I can.
You get to pick a burglar's pack, a dungeoneer's pack, or an explorer's pack.
Burglar's pack.
Yes.
That would be in the weapons, though.
That would be on page 151.
No. Where do I put this in the sheet?
Oh, you'll
Probably in
that
the
would
back.
be back page
Okay, so that would be
under
in the backpack. Okay, burglar's pack.
Yes, and then I would just tag a page note in there so you don't have to write everything in it.
Okay, let's see. What page is burglar's pack?
PHB 151, unless it's different on your PDF. Might be like 152.
Yep, you're very right. Page 151. Okay, and then let me go back to this guy.
And then you'll go leather armor, which is on page 145.
Yep, leather armor.
And it will be 11 plus your dex modifier under armor class.
Hang on. So leather armor. Did I put that in the front too?
Yep, it'll go armor worn where it says none.
Okay.
You'll
Put
type
leather.
that out. Yep.
Leather armor. Type L
Yep. So under armor, you'll type in 11.
for AC armor class.
Nope. So to the right of AC armor class, it says armor, and then it says dex bonus.
Okay, so it's +4.
Yep. So under the armor tab, you'll
I don't
put
see an armor tab. This one here?
Nope.
The AC?
You left. Keep going.
Oh,
One
okay. This
more, right there. Yep. You'll put 11 in there.
Okay. 11. And then what does DA mean?
I'm sorry. Where at?
It says Dex +4 DA, and then it says X.
I don't know what DA is. I would just leave that.
Okay, I'll leave the weight blank for now.
Yep. And then you get 2 daggers and thieves' tools, which you already have. Under
2
skill.
daggers, and to go back to the weapons.
So daggers are 1d4.
Daggers. Hit is +4.
Yep, plus your dex.
Attack 1. 1d4. Range 1. Are they piercing as well?
They are piercing as well. They're finesse, light, and thrown.
Okay.
So you can do FL range 20 to 60.
Okay, let me look that up real quick. Okay, what was that? Dagger? I'm trying to. Okay, so dagger, finesse, light. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then you are done, my man.
Finesse, light. Finesse and light. Thrown. 20 to 60. Hell yeah, dude.
Yep.
And then
So-
I'll put dagger ×2.
Yes. With the range kind of thing, it means that you can throw up to 20 feet without disadvantage
Okay.
to a maximum of 60. So if you throw 25 feet to 60 feet, you're rolling at disadvantage to hit.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
Real quick on the top, so I'm gonna put charlatan for my background. My alignment is good. I think you said we should do.
you can pick between good and neutral.
Neutral.
There's some spectrum in there. Being a rogue, you'll probably want.
Deity.
You don't have to have one. Mask is usually the deity of thieves, the
yeah,
Lord of
maybe.
Night shadows.
And then size, do I do like? Is that
Medium.
a medium? Hair brown. See brown. Eyes brown. Height 5'10". Weight 180. Age I will do 25. Okay, cool.
And then did you get all your bonds, flaws, and all that stuff on the back page?
Let me see. Yep. Personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaws, character bio. I just don't have allies and organization.
So under allies and organization, I would put the agency. Is what we're going to call it for right now before we give it a name.
Okay. And then I'm done.
You're done.
Sweet. All right. Let's get a move on. Okay. Who else is next to be done?
Dean, how we doing?
Good.
Dude, we might be able to get some adventuring in today.
Yeah. Okay, I just need to do the paladin stuff, I think.
Okay, so you have your background and your skills picked out?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. What skills did you take?
Then I guess I didn't do the skills. I thought that was the stone's endurance and stuff.
Oh no. So you need to pick a background. You picked knight, and it should have given you some skills associated with that.
Oh, right, the religion.
Okay. Did you get any other skills or proficiencies or tools?
I didn't see any.
Let me pop over to knight here. Let's see if I can help you.
Because you said the religion just gets a check mark?
Yeah, it gets a little dot.
Oh,
And
the
it will
dot.
be-
Okay, I was actually looking for a check.
Sorry. Okay. Folk hero. Any other skills or proficiencies or tools? Oh, that's me. Am I being memed right now?
No, I was going for some Inception, so I figured I'd watch the stream while we're streaming.
Whoa. Dean, what page did you get Knight off of, out of curiosity?
Oh, I just went to the
To the website.
Yeah, the D&D Beyond. Wait, where did it go? I think I closed it.
That's okay. Background, compendium.
And I'll be right back.
All right.
There we go. Or 5ebackgrounds.com, not the D&D Beyond. It says athletics and religion.
Okay, so make sure you have those two checked.
I think I already had athletics.
Okay,
Yeah, I did. I already had athletics.
so I will let you just choose another one since it coincides.
Okay. Let's see.
Joshua says, "Good luck with the rest of the stream." Thanks, Josh, for tuning
Thanks.
in. We'll hopefully the next episode we'll get some a little bit more lively action going.
Maybe intimidation. I think that'd be cool.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and put the dot in that one.
All right. And it says languages, 2 of your choice, but I already speak 2.
Okay, so you get 2 more. Languages you can choose. I would pick Celestial as one,
Okay.
so you can talk to gods. It's kind of cool.
Oh shit!
Yeah, no big deal. Talk to gods.
Well, it's useful when that's where you derive most of your power.
Yes. I cannot find the languages.
I don't know any other languages in D&D.
That's all right. I have so many tabs going on right now. I'm trying to find what my right tab is. So bear with me for one moment. There we go. Languages. Do you want a common language or an exotic language?
Well, I speak common and then Goliath, which I assume is also pretty common.
So Goliath is actually going to be giant.
Oh,
So I would
Okay.
change that one.
okay.
For your other language, you have the choice of Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, Abyssal, Draconic, Deep Speech, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, or Undercommon.
Now you're the
Do you
DM.
like
Am
the
I
little
allowed to
people?
ask you what kind of creatures we're gonna come across?
In this campaign, a fair amount. Since you guys are new players, I like to do this thing where it comes across the whole spectrum of
Oh,
things.
okay.
So
Danny Lee in the chat says, "What did I miss? You guys slay anything?" We're almost done with our characters. We're like 10, 15 minutes away from being done with our characters, and then we're gonna slay the F out of everything.
Yeah, I guess.
Can we please play tonight? I want to.
I have a
I'm
short
down.
intro planned. Short
Hell
intro,
yeah, baby.
because I'm not done building, but we will get to slay something, Danny Lee. But we have also slayed an hour and 20 minutes.
Hey, we've also played.
I guess I'll pick orc.
Orc sounds great,
dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Orcs are everywhere.
Orcs.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking goblin or orc, but orcs are bigger, so I could fuck up a goblin or two. I don't know about orc.
That's funny.
Okay,
Danny Lee, just bear with us. We're almost done.
Okay.
You get to pick 2 more skills, and you can choose between athletics, insight, intimidation, medicine, persuasion, or religion.
Medicine might help.
Well, I already have. Yeah, I already
amount.
have athletics, intimidation, religion. So let me do. I get 2 more.
Yes, sir.
Okay, medicine, because will that count as like a paladin healing and stuff?
So it's more of the naturopathic way of doing things.
Oh.
Basically, if someone gets put down, what I'll have you do is roll a medicine check if you don't want to use your spells or you don't have any spells.
Okay.
And if you roll higher than my DC, you will automatically stabilize someone so they don't die.
Okay, let me do that.
Gotta put that tourniquet on.
I don't want my homies dying. And maybe insight.
Good choice.
Oh, actually, deception.
You want to lie as a paladin?
What the hell?
No, I guess not.
No, the insight's a really good one though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do insight then.
Insight is how you are. You can tell what people are thinking, or like what their body language is, or you know what I mean.
Because I was thinking like maybe if we get in trouble and I'm already a knight, that I could like lie my way out of like us getting in trouble.
I mean, it depends which oath you pick. Later on, you can actually pick like a sect of paladin.
Oh.
And depending on what you pick, will give you a set of rules for kind of role play and like how to keep your power and that kind of thing.
Nice.
Okay.
So
yeah, I was thinking maybe because Zach's a criminal. So maybe if he gets arrested, I could be like, "Oh no, I'm already arresting him. I'm a knight." So
you could do that. You also could probably like bully someone into that. You could intimidate the crap out of them.
Okay, well I have intimidation. Okay, so let's stick with insight then.
There are ways to talk around the truth without lying. It's
Okay,
one of the big things you'll learn in D&D.
All right, I'll stick with insight then.
Okay. So for first level, you will get Divine Sense and Lay on Hands.
Where do I put that?
Oh, sorry, I don't want to interrupt if you're still typing stuff in.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So you will want to put that under features and abilities, and I would put that under class.
Okay. What do I type in?
Divine Sense / or dash. What's your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier is 2.
So +3 / per day, meaning that you can do it 3 times per day.
Cool.
And then I would tag the page note in here because of how long it is. Essentially, what Divine Sense allows you to do is you can sense the presence of strong evil or strong good close to you. You can, when you're sensing it, you either smell something evil. If you sense something good, you can hear ringing bells. It's within 60 feet of you. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead that is not behind total cover. You know the type of creature it is, being celestial fiend or undead, but you don't know the identity.
Okay. So within 60 feet, I could sense good or evil.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Sense good or evil, and if it's been hallowed or desecrated ground.
Okay, and what page is that?
That would be page 84. So I think in your PDF, page 85.
Okay, I'll put 84, 85.
Give me 1 second here. I'm going to blow my nose.
How's it going, Deanie?
So far so good. I'm still sort of at the beginning though.
We'll
On
get you
my-
caught up. Don't worry.
On my core information,
Yes.
it says class name cleric. Is that?
Why
I
would
don't know if that was already on here when I.
it might have been already on there? You are a paladin.
Okay.
And then you get lay on hands, which is an auto heal that paladins get under class.
Yay.
It's pretty sweet. Minus the fact it takes an action. That's the only downfall.
Lay on hands. It. Say that again.
Whoa, sorry, I was throwing something away. So
Okay.
for lay on hands, you have a pool of healing that you can distribute out, and it's 5 times your player level. So right now it's currently 5 hit points.
Okay.
As an action on your turn, you can walk up and touch somebody and give them health, up to 5 points per day, I believe.
Okay. Cool.
And you don't have to give them all 5. You can give them 1 through 5.
And that'll go up as I level up, right?
Correct. So each time you level up, it's 5 times your player level. So it'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, so on. I would also tag the page number in here because it does multiple things.
Okay.
You can heal poison from one target. If you can touch multiple people as an action, you can touch, if they're within touching range, you can touch 2 different people and heal 2 of them. That kind of thing.
Okay, cool. What page is that?
84, 85.
Okay, same thing. All right.
Did you get your saving throws?
Yeah. It's wisdom and charisma.
Correct.
It says paladins can use any armor, pretty much any
Yes.
weapon.
You
Where the
are.
hell did that go?
You're going to want to put that under.
Oh, here it goes.
Bottom left.
Hit points at first level 10 plus your Constitution modifier. I don't know what that means.
So you get to roll a d10, but the way that I'm doing it for the first 3 levels, I gave my players max health. So it's 10 plus your con, which would be a number associated with that. And then you have the second number, which is the modifier, like +2, +3, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So 10 plus that Constitution modifier is your total health.
Okay.
So under Constitution, what is the second number on the right?
+1?
Yes. So you'd have 11 health total.
Okay, so I could put that under hit points.
Correct?
How do I do that?
In hit points, it's a formula, so it'll automatically populate that.
Oh.
Let me see here.
Yeah, how do I change that?
So you'll type in Paladin under class name.
Right.
Level 1. On the drop down, you'll hit D10.
Okay, cool.
And then...
Oh, it did it automatically.
Yeah, that's kind of
weird. Yay. Armor worn. I guess put none right now.
Yeah, we'll get to that here in just a second.
Okay, and then weapons and spells. What do I do there?
Okay, so spells is something I will have you do. Well, I guess we can do it together super quick. We'll have to hop over and help Deanie. So weapons is kind of the same thing as I did with Zach. So go back to page 84.
I actually don't have that PDF open.
Oh, okay, no worries. So under your proficiencies, you can use pretty much anything. Your starting equipment, which will be on this other page, and I will just toss you numbers if you're okay with that.
Okay. on the D&D Beyond, it says proficiencies, armor, all armored shields, weapons, simple weapons, martial weapons.
Correct. So you get starting equipment. You get to choose 1 martial weapon and a shield, or 2 martial weapons. Do you want a shield or 2 martial weapons?
I'll do a shield.
Okay, so For shield, you will put that under special defenses.
Okay.
And when it is equipped, you will have +2 to your armor class.
Okay. Cool.
Danny Lee says Dean needs to touch everyone with COVID-19 with his healing power.
Yeah.
I agree.
He'll give him a big kiss.
Shield is +2.
+2 to AC. Yep. And do you want to? Well, here's the thing too, though, Dean, is that taking a shield means you're going to have to use a one-handed weapon with it to get that +2.
Okay.
If you wanted to use that two-handed giant sword, you can't have that and a shield.
Right.
Okay. But that's something you
where
can
do
buy
I get that
later.
sword?
So
Okay, cool.
The swords right now, you can have literally any weapon. Do you want a one-handed weapon, correct?
Yeah, like a big
sword and shield?
broadsword.
Okay, so you can go with battle axe, a flail, a long sword, a morning star.
Ooh, that's nice. A morning star is like a big mace, like with the spiky. It's like the ball.
Is it with a spiky ball?
Over it?
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah, dude. That's fucking dope.
Like the one.
Like nunchucks on crack.
Yeah.
Hammer or a war pick.
Just go with the long sword, I guess.
Okay, so long sword, you're going to type in long sword on the far left.
Oh, okay. I'm putting
Under
it.
weapons and spells.
Yeah.
You will add your plus to hit will be your strength plus your proficiency bonus. So whatever your strength modifier is, +2.
3, 4, 5.
You get 1 attack.
Okay.
Your damage is 1d8 slashing. Oh, sorry, 1d8 +5. Or plus strength, so +3.
It says plus my dexterity modifier?
No, plus your strength modifier.
Okay. It's different on this sheet.
Yeah, that's because they had something else typed in there.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it was a long bow.
Yes, so it'll be
Okay.
1d8 +3. And then range will be 1. Type will be S. And then under notes, you're going to want to type the word versatile. And then 1d10.
Okay,
So
cool.
with weapons with versatile, it means you can put the shield on your back and hold it with 2 hands. So instead of doing a d8 for damage, you do a d10 now.
Hell yeah.
But
Dude,
you lose
fuck
the
yeah.
benefit from the shield.
Okay.
Worth it.
What if I get attacked from behind?
That's not how it works.
Oh, damn it.
I wish that'd be super cool. You can choose between 5 javelins or any simple melee weapon.
Goddamn 5 javelins.
I'll take
Wow.
5 fucking javelins. Jesus.
So javelins are a strength-based or dex-based throwing weapon that deal 1d6 piercing, and you can throw them 30 to 120 feet. But
Oh,
anything
hell yeah.
Damn.
I
Holy
want
shit.
that.
Okay. So under weapons and spells, type the word javelin. It'll be that same plus to hit. One attack.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And then what about damage?
Damage is 1d6. Range is 30 to 120.
Like, okay.
So 30 / 120.
Okay.
Damage type is P.
Sweet.
And they are a thrown weapon under notes. And then I would put ×5.
Hell yeah. Sweet.
And then you get to choose between a priest pack or an explorer pack. Let's take a look here. The priest pack includes a backpack, a blanket, 10 candles, box, alms, 2 blocks of incense. So you could choose are you trying to preach the good word, or are you just trying to skulk around in some dungeons?
Let's just do dungeons.
So I would go to the tab that says back, and under backpack, I would type in explorer's pack.
The tab that says back.
Yep,
Okay,
so
right
all,
here. Back.
Mhm.
Oh my
Backpack
god.
right in the middle,
Okay, I see backpack.
and then type in explorer's pack.
Okay.
And then page number 151. And that'll tell you everything that's in there.
Cool.
And then we're going to hop back to the front page.
All right.
You get to pick, you get chainmail, armor.
Sweet. That's on armor worn.
Yes, so it will be medium armor.
Okay.
So medium, you'll hit M, and then type the word chainmail under armor worn.
Okay. So M chainmail. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Armor worn is chainmail, and then it'll say type. It'll be
Oh,
M.
okay. Okay. Cool.
And then did it auto-populate numbers for you?
It did not.
Okay.
It says AC 10, Dex +0.
Okay. So AC 10, you're going to type in chainmail. Chainmail.
Man, there's so much shit to do.
Yes. It'll be 16 under armor class.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very extensive.
It is. And then when you're done with that, go to armor worn and down to the second tab and type in shield.
Okay.
And then under AC, put the number 2.
Okay.
Did it add all the way through?
Yeah, 18.
Okay, perfect. And then under special attack, or you can put it on the back page. Oh yeah, back page. Under cash, you'll go down to the tab that says
Okay.
jewelry and valuables.
Okay.
Type in holy symbol.
All right.
Now, do you have a god in mind of what you want to choose?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, we'll get to that, I guess, since you're level 1.
Okay.
What I want you to do now is go to the one that says spell sheet.
Spell sheet. Okay.
Oh, you don't have spellcasting yet. Never mind. Don't worry about that. We'll
Okay,
worry about
cool.
that when we level up. So you, good sir, should be done.
Yay.
I would go to the back page under roleplay, and I would fill in your personality traits, so your bonds, ideals, flaws, if you haven't done that yet.
Oh shit, there's a whole other thing. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll do that while you help Dini. Oh, where'd he go?
I think he probably his computer reset. We'll just give it a second.
Oh. I was like, it got really quiet.
He's
Sorry
back.
about that. I accidentally
There it
dropped
goes.
out. Yeah, so Dean, you are done.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do my
Cool.
character traits so you help
Man,
Dini.
you have a tank already, man.
There you go, man. 18
You're about
AC.
ready to whoop some ass.
All right, Deanie. How are we doing?
Okay, so I basically have put in all the stats that I do know.
Okay.
I don't know what skills to choose or anything like that.
Have you picked the background?
Yeah, I was thinking of going with Acolyte.
Okay, perfect. Have you associated the skills with Acolyte to your character sheet?
I have not.
Okay, so let's do that super quick. Well, we got you here. Actually, let me go over one thing really quick while I'm here.
Sure.
You got all your Aarakocra stuff, yes?
Yes, I have it on my tab here. There we go.
Okay. You can speak, read, and write Common, and then instead of having the other two random languages that are associated with a different campaign, just type in Primordial.
Okay, so instead of Oran, you want me to write in Primordial?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
There is a different game. Well, not different. It's a module called Elemental Evil, and it goes through like all the different elemental planes, and there's a bunch of specific languages for that campaign. Those all translate to Primordial in Common D&D.
Gotcha. Okay.
With Acolyte, you get proficiencies in Insight and Religion. That's Acolyte was the one you were taking, or is it something else?
Yeah, it was Acolyte.
Okay.
So that would be, I guess, Intelligence and
It'll
Wisdom.
be.
I actually don't know. Where is that?
So on the front page, you will go under Skills.
Insight and Religion. Okay, got it. All right, skills. Where are you? Okay, there's Insight.
Yep. You click the drop down and hit the little dot.
And Religion. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, there's a dot on one, but I don't want it there. Get rid of that. Okay, there we go. All right, awesome.
You get to pick 2 languages outside of the 2 you already have. So your choices are, you have Common, so you can choose Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, Abyssal, Celestial, Draconic, Deep Speech, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, or Undercommon.
Okay, so the first one for sure is gonna have to be Celestial, because as part of the Warlock, I guess, story background is you're making a deal with some sort of entity from another realm. So
out of curiosity, did you choose between one of the 3 entities yet?
I did. The great one?
The great old one, yeah.
The great old one, yeah.
Nice.
So
and then the other one,
you will probably want Deep Speech, since that's what great old ones speak.
Okay. Deep Speech. Sounds good to me.
Savage.
Awesome.
And then for your other skills, you can choose 2 other skills from Arcana, which is Magic, Deception, History, Intimidation, Investigation, Nature, or Religion.
So 2 of those?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Man.
Arcana, Deception, History, Intimidation.
What happened, Dean?
Investigation, Nature.
I typed out this whole like character bio and then I clicked on it weird and it erased it.
Hit edit, undo.
Yeah, hit the back button. I'm so sorry. Is it Deanie, one more time?
I'll go with Deception on 1.
Okay.
And
I don't. Devin, did you take Arcana as a skill?
Let me have a peek real quick. I don't think so.
I would suggest you need to take Arcana since you're a magic user,
okay.
and I don't think anyone else
Arcana is intelligence based.
True.
I'm not an intelligence based character. My magic is an Arcana intelligence based.
What?
So I did not.
What is your intelligence score, Deanie?
I have a +2.
Let's see. I have right now a 12, but I could easily swap any of my scores if it makes more sense.
It'll push you up to +3 if you want to do that. I would just suggest it because no one else in the group has it. So if you run across magic, I'll make you roll like, hey, make an Arcana check, and then you'll get the proficiency bonus no matter what to it.
Okay.
That's what I would suggest. You may take whatever you would like out of the other skills, though.
What's Dean's intelligent again?
It's fucking low.
It's like 9, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 9.
Oh, Okay,
+1.
that's our
It actually
paladin.
works out for
That's
my
a
character, though.
-1.
Yeah, it is a -1, but his proficiency bonus would be +1.
Okay, so
Oh.
I guess as a warlock, what are the 2 stats I think that are most important?
Oh, your 2 stats are going to be wisdom and charisma.
Okay, so I've got those 2 at the highest.
Yep. Do you have them marked for saving throw as well?
I don't.
So under saving throw, click the drop down box next to wisdom and charisma and put the dot in there.
Okay, wisdom. Okay, wisdom. Charisma. For some reason, there was already some that I didn't even choose. Okay, there we go. Awesome. So, yeah, I think what I'll do is, I think I'll just leave my intelligence score at 12.
Okay.
I think that's okay, because, I mean,
You don't
I've
have
got
to take it.
yeah, I've got a dexterity or
Yeah. So I would say, let's take a look here. Arcana, deception, history, intimidation, investigation, nature, or religion. Maybe
because
deception.
my strength is the lowest one. It's 10, so I don't
Yeah.
see me using weapons of any kind really. But I can make the intelligence a 13 instead of 12, but it's by swapping like dexterity.
However you want to do it. I mean, either way, you'll get a bonus from what's called your proficiency bonus, which is
Okay.
that +2 that comes through. So if you're proficient with the skill, it'll be 1 plus that +2, making it 3 on your checks.
Okay. So, right. Okay. Do you mind if I share this screen real quick so you can kind of?
Sure, go ahead.
Let me see. Okay, screen share. Chrome tab. Which one is this? There we go. Okay, so this is my screen here. Okay, so I've got zeros on all of these because I don't know which ability scores to add there. These are the saving throws, the wisdom and charisma that I just changed.
Deanie, can you zoom in on this spreadsheet?
Yeah, how do I do that? Let's see.
There should be like a magnifying glass
Where
on the
are
top.
you?
On the top next to right, should be right there. Like next to, it's like file, edit, view. There's like 2 more things. I keep going down. I should say, I think I can see it.
Where the hell
Oh
is it?
shit!
I'm trying
Excuse me.
to. Alt plus and minus doesn't work. Okay, never mind.
If you go to view, you should see a zoom button. Yep, there you go. And then just make it a little bit bigger. There you go. Much
Hey,
better.
there it
Oh
goes.
my god, that's a much better.
That's
Oh, there we
much
go.
better.
Now I can read. So your stats are 10.
Yeah, it looks like your stats didn't fill out. That's what I was saying earlier. Like
Weird.
on mine, you have to type. Like it was making me type in the first column, which is to the left of the 10. Like type that 10 to the left, like 1 column to the left.
like
On
this one?
strength, yeah, on strength.
Yeah,
Type it 1 to the left.
like over here.
No, to the
Uh,
left.
No, to the left, like closer to the black STR, like 1 column to the left. So you have black STR, and then to the right.
Okay.
In the white column.
Yeah, you see the white column. It's actually 3 columns.
Is
No.
it?
It is. It's F, G, and H. So type in the leftmost column.
Oh yeah, I see that.
F, G, and H. Okay.
Yeah. So go to so type there. Type in F where the strength is.
Oh, you put 10 there,
Yes.
or I put 10 there. Okay.
Yes.
I don't get it. It
Yeah.
just-
So double click here. Look, let me show you. On
Yeah,
mine.
click right there.
Yeah. Double click there.
Okay.
No, you double click the middle column. Click the left column. Double click there.
Yeah, under the Y. Double click right under the Y.
Yeah, I did that.
So clear. It might be crowding it. So clear out 10 really quick.
Let's see. Okay.
Now try.
So right here, click right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 is plus 0 no matter what, anyways.
Oh,
So
okay,
go down to Dex.
yeah, and then delete 13 and then type it all over to the left. That's what happened with mine. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. It was like, didn't work.
I just put in the numbers.
Yeah, here, I can give you those numbers too. I'm on that page.
Yeah,
So
it's not really doing anything.
That's all right. Go to the green side. Dex at 13 is plus 1. Constitution at 13 is plus 1. Intelligence is 12, so that's also plus 1. Wisdom at 17 is plus 3. And charisma at 14 is plus 2. There you go. Did it update on the bottom? Yeah, it looks like it
Yeah,
did.
looks like
actually.
it. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Nice.
So your saving throws are updated. Let's do your health super quick. You have 1d8 plus 1 for a total of 9.
Yep.
Yep. So your hit points are updated, so you're good.
Excellent.
And then you got all your. Let's see, how many skills should you have? You should have. Oh, you need to check Arcana. With the little dot. You have Arcana.
I got Arcana, Deception, Insight, and Religion.
So Insight, Religion, Arcana, Deception. Okay, you have your 4 skills, so that's good. We can move on from there.
Great.
You. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm thinking. Let's do your equipment super quick.
Okay.
So for your starting equipment, you can pick between a light crossbow or any simple weapon.
Oh, let's see, like a dagger, I guess.
You could take a dagger. I'm sorry, I'm swapping pages here. So simple weapons, you could take a club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, sickle, spear. I would recommend spear.
A spear.
Yes.
Okay, why not? Let's try that.
Good range.
Spear.
Yep. Damage is 1d6 plus your dexterity modifier. So 1d6 plus 1.
1d.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, 1d6 plus 1. And then your to hit will be plus 3. Your range is 20 to 60. Because you can throw it. Type is P for piercing. In additional notes, you will write thrown, comma, versatile, and then that would be 1d8 plus 1. So versatile means you can hold it with 2 hands.
Cool.
You can pick either a component pouch or an arcane focus. An arcane focus is what you use to cast spells, so that's what I recommend.
Okay.
Your focus can be... Well, what do you want your focus to be? Let me ask you that. From a roleplay standpoint, you are following this elder god. I have a bunch of stuff I could recommend.
Yeah, it seems like it's a lot of like illusion-based magics, which is
Okay.
kind of cool. And things that involve reading people's thoughts.
Yeah.
Really cool mind games. So
There's a
that
couple
doesn't
in
sound bad to me. So
a couple in here could be like a dried squid tentacle, a glass eye, a shrunken head, mummified goblin hand, a crystal that faintly glows, a rope of which dangles mummified elf ears.
Mummified elf ears?
Yeah, on a rope.
Wow, that sounds amazing because I forgot to mention that I'm going to purposefully make my character as racist as possible against elves.
Perfect. There you go.
Oh, fun.
I would type in under. Oh boy. Sorry, let me swap back here.
Good thing I'm not an elf.
Under weapons and skills, type in arcane focus,
Okay.
and then you'll slide all the way over to notes, and it will say rope of mummified elf ears or something like that.
I'm curious. Did you plan on your character being racist towards elf once you realized we had none of the party, or were you just gonna go
I was
straight on
gonna
with
do
that?
it. I was gonna do it anyway. And if there was anyone in the group that was gonna be an elf, I would just be a jerk to him for no reason.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Guess we all lucked out then.
Do you want to have a scholars pack or a dungeoneering pack? So, do you want to skulk around, or do you want to write things?
I think I would probably have the scholars pack.
Okay. So you'll go down to the very bottom and hit the tab that says back.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Back.
And then under backpack, you'll type scholars pack.
Nice.
Then you get leather armor, any simple weapon, and 2 daggers. So under the front page, you'll go back. You'll go up to combat, and then kind of right under the T, it says armor worn. You'll type leather instead of none.
Ew.
You'll go type L.
Okay.
And then leather armor is 11 plus your dexterity modifier. So in the box that says AC, it'll be 11, and then your dex mod.
Gotcha.
And then back under weapons, you get another simple weapon. So you can have another spear, a sickle, a quarterstaff, a mace, light hammer, a javelin, a hand axe, a great club, a dagger, club.
Okay, so let me ask this: is a spear like a? Do you run out of spears once you use it? Like,
So with weapons, so especially the spear, you can actually like huck your spear. Same thing like a javelin. If it's thrown, you don't have it in your hand no longer. So it's kind of one of those things that either you have to go and retrieve it if you've killed someone, or they can like pull it out of their body as an action and then hold it. And it may or may not survive the battle depending on what happens with it. Or if you miss and it goes off a cliff, it's gone, right?
Okay.
It's kind of situational. As much as I hate to say that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you could have 2 spears.
I think for just in case, maybe I'll go with like a. Yeah, you know what? Let me just take 2 spears.
Okay. So
'Cause, I need a lot of ranged attacks. I think I'm not particularly strong. I don't
You're
know.
already a bird. You can just fly.
I mean, I guess that's true.
You also can dual wield them. You could have 2 spears.
Holy shit.
The
That's
dual
fucking
wield
rad.
spear.
Yeah, because you can hold it 1 or 2-handed.
Okay.
So I would type in notes like ×2 or something like that under spear. And then you get 2 daggers under your next weapon.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
No worries.
+2 or ×2.
Well,
And
however
then
you want to do it.
2 daggers as well.
Yep. So you'll go weapons and spells, dagger. 1d4. Oh, to hit. Sorry, +3 to hit. 1 attack. Damage is 1d4 +1. Oh, wait, what's your dex? I'm so sorry.
Dex is. It's a 13.
Okay, so it is +1. Okay. And then under dagger, under range, it'll be 20 to 60. Type P. And then under notes, it'll be finesse. Light. Throne. And then, so I think that's everything for equipment. Have you filled out your otherworldly patron or pact magic yet?
I don't think I have. Nope.
Okay. So at first level, you have struck a bargain with an otherworldly being, that being the Archfey, the Fiend, or the Great Old One. So you will do Great Old One, and that gives you at level 1.
Dissonant Whispers and Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yes.
Expanded spells. Okay.
So under your spell sheet, we'll just you'll go over to the 3rd tab,
Okay.
and then you'll go down, and it'll say spell name. I'll help you form file these in a little bit. Under spell,
that's for level 1.
Yep.
Okay.
So under spell name, you'll type Dissonant Whispers, and then on the next one, you'll type in Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And then let me know when you're done.
Okay, done.
Okay, so we'll go back to the front page. Under class, so features and abilities, bottom right, it'll say class. I would type in Awoken Mind or Awakened Mind.
Awakened Mind.
Mm-hmm. You can telepathically talk to any creature within 30 feet of you, regardless if they speak your language. You understand thoughts, essentially.
She's a telepath?
Yep. So you can talk to any creature within 30 feet of you as long as it speaks at least one language.
Oh,
Especially
do I write
other
that in here?
birds.
Yes, I would write that in there.
Okay, so
That is your level 1 class ability for Great Old One.
Stolas can speak to anyone
Telepathically.
telepathic.
T-E-L-E.
Within 30
Any
feet?
animal, not
Within
any
30
one.
feet. Nope,
Oh,
any creature.
Any creature.
Oh,
As long as
Wow.
it speaks one language.
sweet.
Within 30 feet. Cool.
And then I would say right about where it cuts off at the blue part. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Let's see. Pact magic. Okay, now we get to pick a couple spells for you.
Nice.
So we're gonna go to spell sheet. You know 2 cantrips, 2 spells, and have 1 first level slot. And I'll tell you what all that means here in 1 sec. So under cantrips, these are what you're mainly going to use to attack usually. As a warlock. Do you have the PDF pulled up by chance?
Yeah, I got it right here. I'm trying to find that page with the spells.
It is page 210 in my book, so maybe 211 in yours. And I can describe what most of these do if you'd like me to.
Oh, I think I did choose some cantrips before I read through the spells.
Okay.
So it was 2 cantrips you said for level 0?
Yes, for level 1.
Okay, so
Oh, sorry. Yes, level 0. They're cantrips. I follow.
Okay, so Eldritch Blast
Yep.
and
Classic.
Poison Spray.
Nice. Poison spray. From DM knowledge here, not that I'm trying to sway you, but just as an idea. There are a lot of things in D&D that are resistant to poison, and its usefulness tapers off relatively quickly around level 5. Depending on how you would like to play, I would say either take Chill Touch because it stops creatures from healing, or Minor Illusion, or Mage Hand, or Pressure.
That could be helpful stopping creatures from healing.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll do Eldritch Blast and Chill Touch. I don't know what this is. Acid Splash. That was already in the
it's already in there.
Set?
Yeah, you can take it off if you want to.
Okay, good.
So Chill Touch has a range of, let's see it. So we'll start with school. It's Necromancy, so any CR under school. Casting time is 1 action, so 1 ACT.
Okay.
Range is 120 feet. Target auras, no. Oh, wrong button. Oh, these are super extensive. Save is you make a ranged attack, so you roll a 20 and add the number in the top right that says spell attack.
Wait, what's that?
So under save/attack, I would write D20 plus your spell attack modifier, which is in the top right in the little green box.
Plus 4, okay.
And then under effect, I would write the page number it's on. So page 221. And then you can just fill it out later when you have free time, if you would like. For Eldritch Blast, A, B, C, D, E, too far.
Oh, is it? Hold on. Oh,
Oh,
my
go ahead.
page number's different.
Oh, yeah, it's 1 off. My bad. Right?
I can't spell it in.
That's okay. So we will say you have Eldritch Blast typed out. I would just go under effect and type in the page number.
I've got it on 238. Jeez, okay.
Okay. And then 2 spells, so you get to pick 2 spells from the Warlock sheet here of first level. You can pick Armor of the Agathians, Arms of Hadar, Charm Person, Comprehend Languages, Expeditious Retreat, Hellish Rebuke, Hex, Illusory Script, Protection from Good and Evil, Unseen Servant, and Witch Bolt. From top to bottom, Armor of the Agathians buffs your AC. Arms of Hadar is like a AoE attack. Charm Person makes people your friend, but they get angry once they realize they've been charmed. Comprehend Languages lets you expand. Expeditious Retreat makes you run faster or away. Hellish Rebuke is cool. When you get hit, you get to take a reaction.
Set them on fire.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. That was actually pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely want that one. Just a
And then
revenge attack.
I would take Hex as well if it were me, because it deals like a D6 of damage whenever you attack someone and hit. Plus, you get to choose a stat that they have that they take disadvantage on, which comes in handy later on.
Okay. So those 2, right?
Yes.
Those would be under level 1?
Yep. Hellish Rebuke and Hex.
Okay. Got it.
And those are on Hellish Rebuke is on page 251, and Hex is 252.
Let me get rid of this. I was already there as well. Okay. I'll go ahead and write in the effects later. So
Okay.
that's
So
fine. I'll do a word search on the PDF.
you got it. And then you have one level 1 slot, which means out of the level 1 spells per day, you can cast one of them.
Okay.
So if you slide over, it'll say level 1 and it'll say slots. Click the 1 on there.
What'd you call me?
See if I missed anything. You will probably also want to read through page 108 just to see how magic works. Under Pact Magic.
Under Pact Magic.
Mhm.
Let me write that down. 108.
And I think you are done.
Hey.
Look at that.
Nice.
Sorry it
Devin-
took so long, guys.
Devin, Cody, you guys are
Characters
sweet
built.
angels.
Hey,
for
this is the work that
sitting
needs
through
to be done, man.
Hey, man, now that we're done with this and you guys have a taste for it,
Let's go slay some dragons and fuck some bitches. No, I'm just
you
kidding.
can
Well,
certainly do that.
Cody has role played more than one love scene.
Oh,
Do we-
so many.
do we start off knowing each other?
Oh, keep it with Devin.
Let's go. Drop us in, Cody.
All right. So, now that you guys have had some time to think about your characters and build them, let's go top to bottom in order here. Zach, lead us off. Tell us about your character.
My character's name is Zanvin Fletcher. He's a human rogue with a subclass of charlatan. And that is who he is.
What is your AC?
My AC is... My mouse is crapping out. Give me 1 second. My AC is going to be 15.
And how many health points do you have?
8.
8. And what is your race?
My race is variant human.
He's a mutt.
Devin, tell us a little bit about
Yes.
Meloch the Magnificent.
Meloch the Magnificent is a Kender
And what is that?
and a bard.
Those who don't
And a
know.
bard. A Kender is basically a halfling. And I'm going to role play pretty true to the race. They are very curious and they don't share the same inherent sense of ownership that most other races do, and therefore are inclined to borrowing. Don't call him a
Borrowing?
thief
Borrowing.
because
Yeah, I was gonna
that's
say that
considered
stealing.
it's considered one of the biggest insults
Yes.
to their race to be called a thief. But they do borrow. They might see something and be like, "Oh, that's neat," and
So
forget that it's in their pocket.
they're kind of like raccoons. They just borrow things.
You could say, yeah, that's not too entirely untrue. They're not inclined towards gold and stuff that a thief would take, and tend to just hoard a whole bunch of junk, a lot of useless shit.
I see.
What is your armor class, Devin?
I
Meloch.
have an AC of 14 when wearing leather armor.
And your hit points?
Hit points are 9.
9. Dean, tell us about yourself.
My name is Burn Dawnbringer.
Strong name.
He's a paladin. He's really protective of his friends. He's kind of an idiot, as you could tell by his intelligence. But he's when it comes time to answer the call, he's the one that's gonna be there.
Awesome. And are you currently searching for a god? You're in the market?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on the God Tinder app, but I haven't found one yet.
That's amazing.
Oh man.
So, my armor class is 18, and my HP is 11.
Okay, race is big.
Oh yeah, I'm a Goliath. I'm a big son of a bitch.
Deanie, tell us about yourself.
Okay, so Stolas is a Arakokra, an owl person. Happens to be a little bit on the rude side. Has spent way too much time behind books and not around people. Um, I've got an AC of 12 and HP of 9.
Okay. In Master by CR level. Okay. What is Let's start with you, Devin. This triumphant want to be chosen one.
I never said that I
about
wanted
that.
to be the chosen one, just that I almost was the chosen one. I'm
Almost
quite
was
proud
the
of who I am and who I am becoming and what I've done and accomplished.
Meloch, where do you find yourself on this evening? What is Meloch doing in the evening, wherever you're at?
Oh, I'm probably playing a tune for the strumpets,
Okay, so you're in a tavern, just strumming away.
seeing what
the
might
fuck is-
catch my eye.
Oh man, give me a performance check, Meloch. Let's see how you're doing tonight with the crowd. First roll of the night, everyone.
Ba, 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 ba. That's gonna be not high for performance. That's gonna be an 8.
So you're kind of half-assing it through the tavern.
Oh, absolutely. There's some shit off in the corner that's caught my eye. I might have to borrow it later.
It's Thursday, right? You're distracted. Your regulars aren't in because it's not the weekend. And in walks through the door is your friendly neighborhood postman, Gene, who drops off a letter to you with your name on it.
Oh, for me, Gene? Thanks, buddy.
As
I'm
you,
just gonna have to rip this sucker open.
how do you open it? Oh, you tear it in half. As you're staring, looking at one page in each hand, trying to make it fit back together because it was folded so neatly, you realize that an old mentor friend of yours, Gavin, has died. There is a letter of post for you to gather on a sailboat to attend his funeral.
Can't say I'm the fondest of water, but he was an all right bloke. Guess I'll be absconding.
Perfect. Zach, where do you find yourself this evening?
I am in the tavern as well on the outside, playing some games of chance with some passerbys.
Ooh. Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand.
All right, that's a D20.
Yes, sir.
10.
10, and is that plus your sleight of hand skill?
That is an excellent question. Let me double check. I believe that would be. What page is that?
Some of the skills.
It'll be under, front page, left-hand side.
Front page, left-hand side.
Under your
Plus
skills, towards the
6.
bottom.
Oh, okay, yeah, plus 6.
So 16.
So 16.
You also aren't doing so hot. The man you're playing against has beaten you hand and fist right now, kind of taking your money. On the way back out, as you're kind of folding up your dice set and cursing him, I assume, as he walks off with your money, you were also handed a letter that says the same thing. Gavin has died, and you have passage on a boat headed south.
All right.
Dean, what is a paladin such as yourself doing this evening?
I'm actually inside the tavern enjoying a pint.
Hey.
Now, are you tuning in or out of Meloch the Magnificent's music?
Oh, I'm tuning out. He's half-assing it.
Not playing for you, sir.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. So what you'll do is you'll roll your D20, and then On the box next to your skills, it'll say saving throws. Add your Constitution modifier, whether it be
Okay.
positive or negative.
Okay, so I rolled a 14, and my Constitution. Where's the Constitution?
It's below dexterity, strength, dexterity, constitution.
Oh, duh. Which is a +1.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
15, right?
Oh man, you're feeling it. This is heavy drink. Some nice
Oh,
tankard
shit.
dwarven ale. You got a little buzz going. It's warm in the tavern. The music's not great, but you know, your arms feel nice, right? A little tingly. You are, I guess, since Gene is just walking around with letters, probably hands you one before he hands Devin his letter. Stolas, what about yourself?
Well, I'm not at the tavern screwing off.
Okay.
I'm actually studying in the library.
Oh, there you
Like
go.
a totally cool person would do.
So it is dark. It's probably like 11 at night when you guys are receiving these letters in the evening. To board passes the next day. There's a knock at the door and then a rattling of the doors to the library as it is currently closed. You have locked yourself within the library. Do you answer the door?
No.
You do not. You're busy. You hear a ka-chunk as a large set of keys opens the door, and then a click as it locks the door behind it. And you see this postman put these ring of keys kind of away behind himself. And he kind of walks over and shoots you a glance out of his eye as he's an elven man. And he says, "You could have opened the door." And he sets the letter down and walks away. Do you want to say anything to him as he leaves?
No.
No.
He interrupted me.
He did. Out of your beautiful... What kind of tome are you reading tonight?
It's probably something on history.
Oh, yes. Oh, the Arcanum Wars. Learning about how magic almost destroyed the whole world. Plot thread.
Oh.
Anyways, at which point, when you retire to bed, do you look at your letter, or do you stop to look at it while you're reading?
Well, I figure it's probably important, so I'll take a peek at it now.
Perfect. Same thing as everyone else. Dawn sets. The three of you at the tavern, I assume, sleep in either one room or separate rooms. What does that look like?
One
I
big
don't
son
know
of a
them
bitch,
yet.
so I find
know
a
each other?
barn in the back and sleep in the hay.
Yes, you have a loose understanding of who's who, not only from living in the same town, but from also having the same mentor.
Gotcha.
It's like that
Can I
kid you knew
make
from high school.
Can I make a
Oh,
performance check to see if I successfully wooed any of those strumpets?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Make it a disadvantage, though, because your music's bad tonight.
Music wasn't good. So with my modifier for
Hey, you're the only
performance,
artist in town.
that's going to be a 21.
21. I got a 1. There is one large woman in the back
It's all right.
who,
Still
as I have
counts.
this new app, is a Minotaur.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Oh,
I wake up next to the Minotaur.
Now, are you sleeping on top of her or beside her?
I certainly hope so, because I'm 2.5 feet tall.
Yeah. Morning comes as you pack your things and all of you head to the boat. And it's like, hey, I know that guy. I know that guy. Oh, and it's that girl. Right? As you all kind of board the boat and set off on a 3-day journey.
Gosh, it's good to see you fellas again.
it's fantastic to see you guys.
I haven't decided yet.
Ah, fuck off.
Deanie, how do you feel?
Where'd she go?
Stolas? Deanie?
Uh-oh.
Can you
Oh,
hear me?
I can
Oh.
now. There you go.
How do you feel, Stolas?
Meeting up with your old friends.
Well, I'm as far as, the unfortunate passing of our mentor, one of the very few people I respect. It's a solemn occasion, So I'm glad to have at least a few people around me that I'm familiar with.
Perfect.
I mean, solemn sure, Stolas, but you gotta admit, he was getting up there, right? Like, I'm surprised it didn't happen years ago.
Yes.
We knew it was coming. Don't be too sad about it.
I'm surprised Zanvin didn't do him in himself.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's been
yeah.
many a time.
It's been a minute, but you've got a new type of look in your eye. I'm not sure I'm digging it.
Oh. So 3 days aboard this boat. Zanvin, how do you deal with water?
Not a fan of the ocean. Lots of beasts in the ocean. Not a very good swimmer. Not a fan.
Yes.
I think I'll
Devin?
stay closer below deck than above.
Yeah, I'm sticking below deck as well.
Okay. Are you has anything shiny like caught? Are you like going through like people's luggage or like?
I don't go through luggage, but have I perchance seen something?
Have you accidentally wandered into a different person's room and by chance taken a look around?
I'd have no reason to wander into their room lest they left the door open.
Correct.
Little crack. Ooh, what's in
Uh,
there?
No, this is the galley ship you're on is quite large, and most of them are, seasoned seamen who know that you can't trust people when they board your boat. So most of the doors are locked, minus maybe your friends. Yeah. Bern, how do you deal with water?
Not well. I'm from the mountains. So we didn't really do too much sailing where I'm from.
You also find your quarters very small for your large bulk.
Right.
It's like that thing where you lay in the bed and like it's like your butt and your shoulders fit in the bed and then your head's on the top
Yeah,
of
my feet are touching the floor.
the exactly.
Yeah.
And it's constantly rocking. There's no beautiful cold wind blowing on you. You're
Oh
hot.
yeah, I am not having a good time.
Oh man. Oh. Zeta, Solus, what about you? How do you deal with water?
I think I'm pretty much at home around the water, despite my best efforts to hide this little known fact. As a bird person, I'm pretty good at catching fish with my feet.
Nice. Go out for a little afternoon snack, catch it, land back on the boat. Okay, you are on a voyage. Since you are below, most of you are below deck, with the exception of Stolas. How do you occupy your time on this 3-day journey? Devin,
You
obviously.
fellas like a drink?
I'd love one.
All right. I think
I'll
I know what
partake.
I'm doing.
Okay.
Boozing, wenching.
The
Wenching.
the only
Okay.
2 women on this boat are A, the Minotaur, the sailor that you slept with, Stolas, and C is a lone bird person who stands at the bow in these long flowing blue robes with her hands
Another
out.
bird person?
I'm gonna slap Burn on the chest and be like, "Hey, big fella, the big one's mine."
That's
Yes.
fine.
I guess I slap him on the shin.
I was gonna say, how you reach him with chest?
He's standing on my shoulders.
I say, that's all you, man. Let me know if you need any help. I'm an excellent wingman.
Oh man. David, you trying to like roll some dice with them sailors?
Yeah, trying to catch up with my old companions, trying to see if they want to partake in a game of chance.
Ooh.
I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah, let's go. So I'd
Meloch
like to.
is eager.
Yeah,
What are we
let's see. Maybe
playing?
the dice will do me better this time.
Well, now I have a proposition for you. You and I could sit here and maybe I lose some money, maybe I win some money, or you and I could do a way that we used to and get some of these losers on board and walk off with all their money.
I think that's a great idea. I like that idea. For old time's sake, rather.
A proposition, seaman. Who
Oh.
cares to partake in a game of chance?
The galley cook who's down there, I assume you're probably sitting in the main quarters in the galley, who is just largely chopping carrots and onions that are probably a couple days past what they should have actually been eaten. Looks up at you as he slams his cleaver down, and he stands up, this large halfling, which you would almost think maybe he's half human too. I don't know. He's pretty big for his size. Maybe like 4.5 feet, 5.5 feet.
What are you, a dwarf?
Stout. And he puts one finger to his nose and hawks a loogie out as he comes waddling over with his large belly. And sits down and he says, "I'll play you some dice, boy."
Repulsive mannerism, sir. But I do not wish to play dice. In fact, I mean to set you up with my friend Zanvin here. He's kind of a noob. Go easy on him. And I'd like to persuade him.
Yeah, get it.
That's gonna be a modified 21 for persuasion.
I have 20. So he says, "Yes. Interested I am."
All right. And then I want to just kind of skunk off to the side.
All right.
Make sure that Zanvin doesn't lose this.
Stealthing? Or you just kind of like stand up?
I'll go into
like,
stealth. Yeah, I'll
okay.
go into stealth.
What? Sell me on this. You stand up and then just like, "Excuse me," and like walk away, or do you like try and jump in a pot? Or
I'll be like, "Well, here he is. Go easy on him," and I'll pat him on the back, and I'll just kind of walk behind him, and hopefully Zanvin can capture his attention.
Zanvin, give me either persuasion or deception as you try to capture this man's attention.
All right, let's see. Persuasion. I'll go with persuasion.
Okay.
And I will roll 20. I was an 18 plus my persuasion, which is +2, so 20.
Yeah, he very easily just kind of passes off Meloch as this small, inferior race compared to his giant halfling size. Which is funny.
That was his first mistake.
So Devin, go ahead and roll stealth. He's not paying attention.
23.
Dang. Smoke bomb, you're gone. Zanvin, he looks at you and he pulls out of his pocket this rag, this oily, gross rag that he starts unwrapping, in which he has an emerald worth about 60 gold pieces that he sets on the table.
Very cool. Very cool. So then we shall play dice.
Perfect.
And
now, do you pull your whole kit out? Talk me through that.
so I do have a kit, and I will pull from my kit again under the guise that I am a rookie, but my dice are not totally legit.
Yes.
And I keep my loaded pair, and I hand him just a regular pair of dice.
He pulls out actually a pair of bone dice that looks like they've had, better weathering on them. That's been on this boat probably for a long time, and you get the sense that he's ready to go too. So what I will have you do is go ahead and roll 3d6, and you are trying to either tell him that you have the lowest total possible or the highest total possible. And being that they are your loaded dice, you may swap one number with any number of your choice.
Okay, so I decide right now lowest or highest, or after I roll?
After you roll.
Okay. So I'm going to pick lowest dice. I rolled a 6, a 2, and a 1, and I'll change the 6 to a 1.
Okay.
So I got 4.
Can I sleight of hand him, the other guy at this point, to swap out one of his bone dice with a basic bitch dice, fearing that they may be loaded?
I don't think that you are really in a position to do that. However, while you're standing up, if you wanted to jostle him, kind of like while you're trading places with him, you could have. Or actually, no. Let's back up. I guess you already said that you have gone into stealth.
Yeah. Can I sleight of hand my 2 to a 1 while he's not looking? Perhaps as they hit the floor there.
The sleight of hand that you've already done is having that lowest number.
Oh, okay.
kind of with the dice set.
Gotcha.
Devin, I will give you this. Since you're behind him and he can't see you, you could like kick the table or something and cause one of his dice to fall on the ground and have to re-roll.
Okay, then I'll save that action if that's okay.
Okay. He looks at you, Zaven, and he says, I have the lowest possible total. And he calls you.
I'm going to kick that table then.
Oh, okay. You kicking it?
Well, can I see what dice he actually rolled?
Give me perception. Yeah, it's a great call. Or
because I went to stealth, but I'm just like right behind him. So investigation, that's gonna bring me to a 5.
Yeah, you can't tell, but I'll still give you the action. If you want to kick the table, you could spill his dice.
I'll kick the table and feign it off as a sneeze. Sorry, I just got back from Wuhan.
Oh,
God.
Yikes. So let me re-roll here. He looks at you with anger in his eyes. He picks his dice up and re-rolls them in the cup and slams it back down and looks at him. And he says, yeah, I still have the lowest possible total. He rolled a 3, a 5, and a 3. What did you roll?
I rolled a 2, a 1, and a 1.
He loses, and he hands you over this emerald worth, what did I say? 50 gold pieces?
60 gold pieces.
Perfect. Go ahead and add that under your treasure tab, my dude.
All right. Let me add that under my treasure tab. And then I kind of shoot a glance to my good friend Meloch the Magnificent.
I know you're good for it.
As you're sliding this gem across the table, he catches your arm, and he says, let's go double or nothing. And he pulls out of the other pocket a ruby. Same thing, unwraps it, and sets it on the table.
That is very tempting. I will accept.
I'm going to shoot you a look like, this one's on you, man.
I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead since I had a bad night the night before. I think I'm finally getting ahead of myself here. So I think I'm gonna perhaps persuade him to have a drink.
He shrugs. He says, it's fine. I thought you were of better stock and you were stronger since you're this big human. And he shrugs and he pours some grog for you out of the barrels, and it's thick. It's really thick grog.
Ugh.
It's kind of syrupy. like after you wash your car, like you have the soap bucket, and there's
it's like that nasty.
You get the top scum, and then you kind of get the oil residue. That's what it looks like when it comes out. And he says, to your health, and knocks it back. Then goes back to preparing the stew for the day. His name was Hammer, by the way, the chef.
Gotcha.
Perfect. So that's how you guys are spending your time on the boat. What about the other two of you guys?
I was watching, and as a man of honor, I chose not to partake in the trickery, the tomfoolery.
Of course.
I'm a knight of the realm. I have an obligation to people.
You do. How do you oblige yourself?
I guess I just join in on the thick
this grog.
The grog.
Oh man, so being from a Goliath, grog is like your bread and butter go-to drink.
Mm-hmm.
So you see this delicious foamy top, right, versus the scum that everyone else sees, and this delicious mixing of spices and wine into this water that it's cut with, and you just take a fat swig of it. It's delicious.
So good.
Yeah,
so
maybe I slide my glass over to Burn.
It makes you think about the days of old when you used to just roam the wild with your clan, just drinking the nastiest grog you can make.
Oh yeah,
dude. He slides you down like a whole chicken as well. The chef does. Chef Hammer.
Hell yeah! Thanks, Hammer.
Oh man, that's
Wait,
great.
you guys are eating chicken?
Skolas walks in and surprise Pikachu face.
Oh,
my cousin.
No, we're not.
Stolas, what are you doing on this 3-day journey?
Getting my ass back to shore.
Kitchen, I guess.
Well, I guess I'm getting a little sick of the sea salt in my feathers, so I've
Yeah.
come down to join the rest of the group.
Okay.
Just in time to see Burn drinking.
Your de-evolved cousins. There was, I had mentioned earlier, there was one other Aarakocra on board. She is a raven, and she has some blue robes on. I don't know if you had wanted to say something there or not, but if you wanted to, it's there.
Okay. Maybe in a bit.
Sure.
I'm down
Yeah.
here. I'm down here with everyone finally.
What as a bird person, I know you eat fish. Is there anything else, or are you just full pescatarian?
Geez, I'm pretty sure bird people eat all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, he slides you down a plate of chicken, and kind of like
it kind of goes down a hole, you know. And
you get the little owl sack that comes out when you're done. I love it.
hopefully not around any of you all.
Yeah, your first couple days.
Because
Go
I'm always trying to make sure none of my bird mannerisms are witnessed by other people.
Oh, that's a fun trait, actually.
It's entirely undignified.
I see the struggle and I say, "It's okay. You're among friends. We understand."
Hammer.
I'm completely oblivious to whatever that he's referring to.
Because you're 3 feet above everything that's going on right now.
Hammer says to all of you, not even paying attention because he's cooking, he says, when you're done with the bones, if you wouldn't mind giving them back to me so I can make a stock. Just as a side note. When
That's
you're,
weird.
yeah, man, you got to use everything you got on the boat.
Oh, that's true. Nothing goes to waste at sea.
Exactly. So your first couple days go relatively smooth. You guys are sailing south, actually, to the southern part of the world, to the name that I wrote down somewhere in here. Flip.
I'm singing sea shanties most of the way.
Oh
Most of
man,
the
Devin,
time.
give me performance.
All right. That's going to be a solid. I rolled a natural 1. So I'm singing Derby Ram and not very good.
I guess I just wrote it down as the Southern Archipelago. Apologies. I have names for everything else. To a Southern Archipelago. Yeah, 1. You're not doing so hot.
As I was going to Derby upon a market day, I met the finest.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
That one wasn't too bad. That's going to come out to 16.
I beat you. You are struck with a rotten tomato from the chef and says, shut up!
I'm practicing.
Yeah, he shakes his head at you. The third day is kind of weird at night. You are awoken by rough seas. What you know about this area, you're headed to a small town called Fish Trap, outside of Port Megalodon. It's a small chain of islands that has a couple different interesting things going on with it from what you've been able to tell on your readings, for those of you who read. There is a college of mages down there called Cloudburst College. There are storm sorcerers. There's a clan of druids that lives over there. And most interesting, there is a maelstrom that runs in the center of all of these islands. And I will have a map for you next time we play so that it makes a little bit more sense. But you are struck with these hard waves coming from this maelstrom. And you fear the boat is going to capsize. The captain of the ship calls for all hands on deck, which means you.
Oh, fuck.
Standing as you come running up from your cabins down below, Captain James is standing at the helm, just like holding his whole weight into this the teller, just cranking on it. He's a small dwarven man who's standing on a box so he can actually see up and over the railing. He has a hooked hand, very classic pirate, a peg leg, and he's missing an eye.
Oh man.
But for all that,
What's his
he's hanging in
quality
there.
of life at this point?
That's a great. Do you want to ask him mid
No,
all hands on deck?
I'll save that one later.
Hey, Bern, I think you should lend him a hand.
Perhaps two.
He is smoking on his pipe and he yells, "Avast!" Devin, he points at you and tells you to go help push the sails. They're kind of whapping around. He wants you to grab on and start fastening them down so they don't go anywhere. So go ahead and give me, let's say, dexterity check just to see if you can get these ropes tied.
Can I just use my mage hand to do it?
Sure, you can do that. You want to do Arcana
Not
with
a
that?
problem. I'm going to bust out my lute and strum a little tune and boom, mage hand.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a d20 and then add your Arcana score since you're using magic to try and solve a solution.
Okay. I did roll a nat 20 on that, so that's going to come to 22.
Describe me these hands that appear.
Well, it's just one, but it's very nimble. It's kind of like Mickey Mouse, like Mickey Mouse's hands.
Oh, okay.
That's what we got.
Like the one in Super Smash Bros.
Sprouts extra fingers and just like starts tying knots.
Yeah,
I was picturing more like Addams Family with the hand that's like that moves around. But
no, it's not a creepy hand. It's not a spooky boy.
What's your riff for this the storm that's happening? What do you play?
Island in the Sun by Weezer.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Hit it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Zach.
Yes.
The dwarf points at you, and then he points up to the crow's nest. And one of the deckhands hands you a rope and says, "Tie him down so he doesn't fall off." So go ahead and give me... let's go dexterity acrobatics as you're kind of like working your way up these ropes, trying not to fall off with all these crazy waves and this wind that's happening.
Okay. My roll is a 9, and my acrobatics is a +4.
Oofta. So 13.
13.
You get about halfway up and fall, and then are caught by the net.
Fantastic.
Can I throw him up there?
Thank God for that net.
So I guess it's more like rope ladder, not so much a net. That's a poor description on my end, right?
Gotcha.
So your foot's stuck, you're upside down holding this rope, getting tossed around. Dean, you are pointed at and told to come help the captain hold down the tiller. Or you can go help your good friend, Zach.
Well, he's caught in the net, so he's okay, and I don't want the ship to go down. So I'm going to help the captain.
Okay.
It's a good choice.
The captain hands the reins off to you and says, "Hold her due north, or due south." Sorry.
Okay.
South. He says, "When you start to feel the pull, I'll let you know. I want you to crank it as hard as you can to the east."
You got it.
The captain hops off his box and walks over to his little on-deck office as it's monsooning outside, grabs his pipe and starts stuffing tobacco into it.
Dear God.
Had it.
Deanie, you arrive on deck and are handed a rope as well and told to go tie down the strange Aarakocra woman who is chanting, and there's magic coming off of her as she's holding her hands out trying to control this storm.
Where'd she go?
I think you're muted, Deanie.
Okay.
There you go.
So go ahead.
Do I just roll or?
Well, how would you like to achieve that? Devin used magic. You can do just straight up physical. You can think of something creative if you want. You want to make a lasso and do it that way. You want to walk up and give it to her. However you want to do it. Flight.
I think flight would probably be the easiest thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me, let's say a dexterity check. So just roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it.
That would be 21.
Nice. Oh, just barely. You these winds are really hard, but you have a lot of experience in your life from flying, from being an avian creature, and you're able to navigate and tie her off to the mast. As you are flying back to the boat, you see Zaven kind of just holding on for dear life with one of his feet, kind of looking around. Back to you, Devin. You are tying these ropes down. There's 2 more on the other side, as the captain points it out, as he's stuffing his pipe. He's trying to light it.
To play
It's
even
all
harder.
wet. Same check. Go ahead and give me
Holy
Arcana.
God.
Can I do performance? Because I'm a bard.
Oh, let's get it. That's a good idea. Go ahead.
Okay. So that's just gonna be, as I start getting more and more frantic, 13 plus 5, 18.
Solid. No problems at all. The hand just dun, 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 ties it off and does an
Right
Olay.
on.
Zaven,
Yes.
hanging upside down.
Yes.
You're about to fall.
Can
Lightning
I
is
use
cracking.
my
It's raining.
dagger to cut my foot loose?
If you do so, you're going to drop the entire. Well, I guess you'll drop half of this rope ladder.
Oh, probably not a good idea. Okay, I will not do that.
If you try and pull yourself out, you can do a sick flip.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea.
All right,
Good
do a
idea.
sick
Maybe
flip, like 70
acrobatics?
feet up. Yeah.
All right, let's roll here. D20. My roll is a 17 plus 4, so 21.
It's a double backflip. It looks really good. The lightning
hell
crashes
yeah,
right at
dude.
like crescendo, and you're able to land perfectly back on the rope ladder as if nothing happened.
Fantastic.
You were able to move all the way up to the crow's nest and tie off this man up here if you would like, or you could kill him. Whatever you want to do.
And this man is the navigator, correct?
He is. He's the spotter.
All right. I don't want to kill this guy. He's got an important job to do that I could not.
Just in case you want to, it's there.
I could.
You have to
but-
deal with me if you do.
As I'm playing, I sort of shout up, "He's important, Zanven!"
And then I say, I agree, Meloch. He shall live.
Dean.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should probably call you by your table name. I apologize. Burn. You are holding this. You're just like muscles bulging. You've been pumping iron all day because you have nothing else to do.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know, whatever Goliaths do in their free time.
That sounds cool to me.
Give me a strength check, because this is one of those moments of where if you pull on it too hard, you're just going to break the whole tiller off.
Right.
You realize this. While you're not the smartest Goliath, you are wise.
Right.
So go ahead and give me a strength check. Let's see how you do here.
On my saving throws,
Yes.
my strength is +3.
Okay. So roll a d20 and add 3.
D20. It's a 15.
Oh, whoa, you tied me. So just barely. You feel it, like the wood of the tiller start to kind of flex, and you hear a creak, and then you back off a little bit, give in a little.
Nice.
And then you get the signal from the captain. He says, right, starboard. He tells you to crank it.
Oh, and I crank it.
Man,
Like-
what kind of hair do you have as this Goliath? Let me ask you that.
Well, it's under my helmet. But I no hair actually.
No hair.
Yeah, shave.
The
wow.
wind is beating against you, water's in your eyes. As you look, lightning hits perfectly at the back of the boat, kind of out in the distance, and you see it. This mass of swirling water. And you can see that the boat, it's getting dragged in. As soon as you hit it, the sails expand. And the storm sorcerer on the front, who's this strange bird lady, screams as an unholy wind blows into the sails, pushing your boat, slingshotting it out of the maelstrom and towards this lonely island.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
We
burn.
did it, boys.
As safety starts to set in, as the storm starts to dissipate, and you can see the storm sorceress up front kind of rolling in mists. Stolas, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right.
How'd you do?
Which modifier do I use?
Perception.
Let's see, perception.
So
it's
it'll
in the
be
middle of skills.
That would be a 9.
9. You are able to make out across the maelstrom 2 small bullseye lanterns on boats in kind of some large shapes. They break chase with you, but as they are rehooding the lantern before it goes out, you're able to make out pirate flags in the distance, but they seem to have stopped giving chase. You feel safe for now. As you arrive in these mists that the Storm Sorceress begins to conjure around the boat to kind of conceal your whereabouts, leaving the front kind of the bow. I think that's what it's called, right? Front of the boat, the bow. Leaving the bow open for the navigator and for the captain, taking his signals, who has taken back the tiller at this time, spoken on his pipe. Right? You see a large gated fortress that stands kind of like in between these rocks over the in the water. In the background, there's a large flash of light from a lighthouse as it beams over. As you are getting closer and closer to coming into port, you can make out a shape that looks like the top of a shark's head. Inset which is, well, I guess you guys can give me a perception check if you guys want to, or history.
I'll do a perception check.
Okay.
Let me roll here. I got, let's see, a 6 plus, not very good, plus 5 is 11. And I'm proficient in that, so I don't know, does that mean for perception, do I get a reroll if I'm...
Nope, it just means that you have a higher modifier.
Oh, okay, I got you. So I got a 6 plus 5 is 11.
Nice. What about you, Devin?
I'll make a history, which is going to come out to modified 18.
Nice.
Jeannie?
Let me do a perception check.
Okay.
That would be a 6 for me.
Okay. Dean?
Religion?
Sure, why not? Actually, I'll take that.
Okay. Roll a d20.
D20 plus your religion modifier.
Fun. That's a 3.
Oh, yeah. You're scared of this giant. You think for sure that whatever this creature is coming out of the abyss would swallow the whole ship, galleon and all. Devin, you were able to tell that this large structure is made of iron, but the teeth on the inside of this giant shark are from a long dead gargantuan megalodon that used to hunt this region of the ocean. That took more than 200 ships to kill.
Isn't that the name of the...
I'm going to share all this information with the party.
Yes, it is also the name of the port. Very good, Dean.
Okay.
They have hollowed out the inside of the eyes and the nose area, and you can see smoke rising through the nose as the eyes have these lit braziers that kind of help guide the boats into port. And your boat just barely, the spotter on top could reach his hands up and touch one of the real teeth as these wood and iron gates are pulled open and you are whisked into port safely. You find yourself, according to your Soken letters, after you're docked and packed up and ready to leave the boat, at the Inn of the Drunken Drake.
Can I try to pickpocket the chef on our way out of the boat?
Sure.
For that ruby?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a sleight of hand check. And I rolled, a 4. And then plus my sleight of hand, which is a 6. So 10.
I am going to roll perception on you, which I got 14. He kept your hand in his pocket, and he says, "Are you looking for something?"
Don't worry about him. He's just very friendly.
He says, "I'll tell you what, if you give me my ruby back, I won't tell the captain."
Let me see here. I will go with intimidation.
Sure.
And I will say, if you don't tell the captain, then I won't kill you.
Go ahead and roll it.
All right. Let's do another roll here.
I got 16.
17 plus 2 is 19.
He backs off. He says, "All right."
Maybe kind of show the dagger a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of
You already beat him. Leave him
Now-
alone.
Do you scoot aside all of the like fake watches under your jacket to show the dagger?
of course. And then as I do this, he sees that I have several sets of dice in the jacket as well.
Yeah.
So perhaps I wasn't a rookie all along.
He is cowed.
I say we should have a roll on whether or not Burn saw this go down.
Yeah, Bert.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Perception,
give me
maybe.
perception or insight or investigation.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I rolled. I guess the detection or no?
You
Oh
could
yeah,
do-
detection. Or oh no, that's deception.
You could
What
do
do I-
perception or investigation, maybe insight if you're looking at it from a distance.
Oh, let's see. Oh, let's do perception. I rolled an 11, and I don't have a modifier.
Okay. Yeah, you just see Meloch's kind of standing in the way at that perfect level, blocking the knife. You see Zevin. It looks like he's like holding this guy by the shoulder and seems to be talking to him in a friendly manner, even though his body language would suggest otherwise. Other than that, you think maybe he's trying to peddle a fake watch that he has. You're not sure.
Is this actually a part of Zevin's character, the fake watches?
I just made it up.
I missed that.
I'm loving it though. I'm loving it. Though.
You know, like in the commercial or the old cartoons, where it's like,
in-
you want to buy a watch?
Yeah.
Maybe he's a con man, you know. I don't know. Yeah,
Alright.
you make your berth at the Drunken Dragon, and that is what I have for tonight.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, that was a
Great,
good
great.
introduction episode.
Yeah, good intro session.
Good job,
Once we
guys.
finally got
Dude,
rolling,
get
yeah.
off the boat.
Right?
Most of you guys hopped right into roleplay too. That was
Oh
fun.
man.
There was no metagaming.
I drew my character while we were playing.
Ooh, hang on. Let me see. Let me put you a solo.
Can't see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, let's see it, man.
Damn.
Oh, badass.
Nice.
Damn. Wait, did you draw my character too?
No, I need you to send me the link because I can't
Draw my
make out
character
the
with a
details.
big ruby.
Yeah, Dean.
Oh,
Now
okay.
I kind of want to see what you make of my character.
Yeah, if you give me like a rough sketch of like what his outfit looks like and what he looks like, I could do that.
Dude, it's all you. I actually don't have a lot like brainstormed for him. I just know that he's short and he plays the lute and he has pointy ears.
Okay.
You
Alright.
wanna- can I
Dude,
get
Dean,
one
you
of-
gotta do 3 drawings or 4 drawings tonight or tomorrow, and then we could put it like the Mandalorian episode where it's like the end. There's like the 3 things that happened in the
Yeah.
episode.
Can I just get me doing this in like a hood? Like it doesn't have to be like my face, just a hood and like some D20s
Yeah,
floating
yeah.
above my hands.
I'll try and
Maybe
do
they're on
one
fire.
of like, all the characters and then you above them. Yeah.
I love it.
And I sent you the new mini that I got since I'm doing the charlatan now. So it's the dude on the right with the cup, and I think that's like a role play that has like a cup of dice or something.
Okay, cool.
All right, dude, that was badass.
Well,
Yeah, that was fun, guys.
yeah,
I'm excited. Next time we play, we can get straight to playing instead of all this paper stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
feel
appreciate your
good
guys'
about that.
patience. You guys
I
did
appreciate
great.
your
You're a patient
patience.
one, dude. I was like, what? Who? When?
No, man, you guys did great. A lot better than some other groups I've had. I mean, it's not easy to sit there for a couple hours and write down and then have to listen to everyone else. But
That
you
was
guys did great.
amazing. A few times I rolled pretty badly, but I'm glad I got out of that with the cook.
That's
like,
what makes
fuck.
the story, man. You don't fail; it's not interesting.
Exactly. Although I could have had a ruby and an emerald.
You could. Did you add that to your inventory?
I just have the emerald right now.
Okay.
So I have that in the jewelry section. I think is where I should put it. Probably.
Wait. You didn't end up with the ruby?
Nope.
No, I didn't get the ruby.
He caught you, and he's like, "If I won't tell the captain if you give me the ruby," and then you said, "Well, how about I don't kill you if you don't tell?"
That's true.
That
Cody,
means
you did slip and you said ruby instead of
Oh,
emerald.
I did say Ruby.
Ooh, so I have a ruby too.
No. Because I'm tired. I've been thinking
Okay,
all
because I
day.
took it like,
No, I'm
it's
at
like,
Emerald. I'm
hey, give me my ruby back. Like, well,
Here.
how about if you tell, I'll just fucking kill you. Okay, never mind.
Are
So
you-
you
are
got
you-
to keep the ruby, I thought.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say one word and we can fix it in post. Emerald. See? And then we can just copy and paste over it. That's not how it works.
Oh,
No,
you
that's
think
true.
I'm gonna have? You think I'm gonna do that?
post-production?
Post production, right? Exactly.
It'll look like a bad dub movie.
Yeah.
He mounts Ruby, but Emerald comes out.
All right. Man, so
It'll be
there's,
like, Here's
2
your
hours
emerald,
building.
like all loud.
That
No,
was,
I'm not gonna edit it. No one's gonna care.
that
Yeah,
was 2 hours building and then an hour playing.
not bad.
Yeah.
I think next time we could do
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 hours playing, and then. Dude,
Oh,
I'm so
yeah.
excited. Wait, do we
Yeah,
get
we could
experience
easily-
points for this stuff, or is that something we'll do later?
So what I'm going to do is something called chapter experience. Basically,
Okay.
when you have met certain objectives, depending on, I'll talk to you guys kind of during the week too, and see. Sometimes I'll give out a secret objective to someone in the group
Okay.
as a plot point or like a character thing. Especially with you now that you have your, this kind of spy background.
Oh.
Same thing with Meloch, since he's curious. I definitely can think of things for religion, and I'm super excited about Stolas's whole creepy, otherworldly patron that I can pull in. So,
Oh.
How do I save my Google Doc?
Saves it automatically.
Okay.
as long as you're logged in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm logged in.
So,
If I
but
were you, I would just go file, save it, download as PDF, just as a in case, or like a
Yeah.
Microsoft Excel file or whatever.
Save page as? Oh no, that's Google Chrome.
File and then download
Okay.
or
cool.
make copy or whatever. But
PDF. You got
yeah,
it.
next episode I got to split my keep with Meloch, though. He hooked me up big time.
I said I know you're good for it. I'll just ask you for a beer or
know.
something later.
I know. All right, cool,
Part
guys.
of the things for Kinders, they don't like money or flashiness stuff.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not for them. Yeah.
I
you
like
wouldn't
the
care.
flash. I like the
That
money.
was
I know.
awesome.
That was fucking dope. I can't wait till next time
I know, dude. It's gonna be like it's gonna seem forever until next week.
or whenever.
Are we
I'll
doing
figure it out.
Tuesday again?
I'll have to look at my schedule. A lot of it's changed. It kind of depends on Corona and where my schedule's at, but probably either.
I think he was saying
this
every
week or
other
next
week or every third
Yeah.
week or something like that.
We'll figure something out. We'll probably do like 3
I'm
or 4
super
hours.
busy right now as a teacher and all.
So
You
I
sweet
think
angel.
next week will probably be best. Just try to get it in while we all have this
Yeah.
weird Corona witch situation. So
Dude, I'm so excited to play. Well, thanks, guys. Good stuff. I'll cut the broadcast off, and